Yo, yo, yo. What it do, what it do, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Greenleaf exclusive. Back at it with another Houston Rockets exclusive video. If you can hear me, press one. If you can hear me, press one. But salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Salute, salute. How we feeling? How we feeling, Rockets family? How we feeling, Rocket? How we feeling, Rockets fam? How we feeling? How we feeling? Y'all can hear me? Bet that, bet that, bet that. Salute, salute, salute. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Got to get some shout outs real quick. Y'all know what it is. Press hit the like button once again. Hit the like button as y'all come on in the door, in the building. Got to talk about it, man. We have to talk about the training camp. Media day is right around the corner. So, we have to talk about the situation, man. The aftermath of Fred VanVleet's ACL injury. Smash the like button once again. If you're new, subscribe. And we're going to keep pushing, man. We're going to keep pushing. Shout out to, I got some new members, and I will add y'all to the feed. Shout out to Hughes, One Mission, Vic, Red Lobo, Wise Citizen, Brandon Jones, Jehovah Shins, J-Dog, Big Ready Man STL, Todd the Show, Archon. Let's see who else we got. Douglas Nougat. You got DJ Generation, Chico, Unspoken Films, Alan Luna, Dre. I keep skipping up. Dre, Zachary Sen, Laro, and the homie Mike Williams, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what time it is. I know what the business is, man. Appreciate y'all support on a monthly basis. Salute to everybody, man. Let's see who in the building. Let's see who in the building real quick. Let's see who in the building, man. We're going to get to the topic. Y'all saying the mic is right? Bet. Hold up, let me check. Bet that. Salute to the homie Zachary Sand in the building. What up, Zach? Sniper D-Lo in the building. What up, Sniper? Y'all know I got snipers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He say, yo, salute Green. Anybody knows when media day? I believe next week. Rockets fans 79. He say, salute Greenleaf. Rockets fans living in Vegas, grew up in Texas. Hey, shout out to Vegas, man. Shout out to Vegas. You know what time it is. Salute to you, Rockets fan. Salute to you, Rockets fan. Tyler Brown, what it do? Khalil, what it do? He said they got to hold up the fort till December 15th. Yes, sir. We don't have no choice, bro. We don't have no choice.
Where they at?
We ain't got no choice but to do it. He also says top 3 point guard targets: Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Kobe White. Thoughts? Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying, Khalil. I like that. I like that as well. I like Derek White first and foremost. You know what I'm saying. Kobe White may be cheaper. He is cheaper. Drew Holiday is going to be tough to really, package something around that. But Derek White is the one for me. From what I've seen, Derek White is the one if you want to, package something up. But like I said, and y'all know what it is, we won't see until December 15th, what this team is really made of and really what this team is really going to produce going into that, trade deadline or the first trades and all that. So, yeah, man, we shall see, man. We shall see. But first and foremost, we're going to see what Reed Sheppard and Armand Thompson is capable of without Fred VanVleet being out there. But before I get to it, let me keep shouting out. I say lineup, Armand, DFS, KD, Jabari Smith Jr., Shangoon. I ain't mad at that. I know last stream, I believe it was E.F. Hutton. He mentioned as far as like our next starting 2 guard, if we don't start with the Reed Sheppard at point or vice versa, Armand Thompson running point and Reed Sheppard just being off guard. But for me, I wouldn't be mad at Dorian Smith Jr. starting in that position at all. I wouldn't be mad. Because you still have Tyree Eason doing what he do off the bench. Now, if you want to start Tyree Eason as far as what he do best and not just really focus on moving the ball and being a spot up 3-point shooter and guarding possibly the second best player on the team, he can do those things, but do you want him to start him doing that, or do you feel comfortable with the 32-year-old Dorian Finney-Smith? So, I can't knock that. Salute to you, bro. What up, JR Bennett in the building. General salute. Let's get the likes up. You know what time it is. Rich Bay say, hell nah. DFS, no sir. See, Rich Base don't agree with that. He don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. Salute to Andrew. Salute to Andrew. Say the mic is right. Miss Kiki in the building. Salute to Miss Kiki. What up, Miss Kiki? Salute to you, girl. What up, Vic? Vic in the building. Shout out to the moderator. Shout out to the member. Vic in the building. What it do, Vic? Shout out to you, bruh. Brownie say, Amen and Shangun will be battling each other for triple doubles. I hope that's the case, man. I hope that's the case because I believe both of those guys. Not only Reed Sheppard needs to take a jump in the league, but you want Alper Sengun to be in the form where he was in overseas in the Eurobasket League. So you want that from Alper Sengun, no doubt. You want that, no doubt. No doubt. Fluid in the building. What up, Fluid? Salute to you. Mr. Mars, I see you, homie. What up, Mars? What up? Salute to my bro, Mars. Y'all me in the building. Salute. He said, salute Green Leach always coming with the fire. You know what it is, Mars. We got to talk about it, man. We have to talk about this situation, man. We have to talk about this situation because it's a big deal for me. It's a big deal for, Fred VanVleet going down. I know we thinking about replacements and, level of players that can replace what Fred VanVleet brought to the table, but that's not necessarily the case. And at the same time, we just have to get better with the squad that we have too. You feel me? What up, Adrian? Salute. Shout out to Mr. Mars for reading up on the membership. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the channel. Salute to you, Mr. Mars. General salute. If y'all want to become a member of the channel, the link will be in the comment section. You can hit join right next to the subscription button, but the link will be posted in the comment section, man. I appreciate y'all for showing support and love. The gospel in the building. Shalom. Salute, fellas. Salute. Shalom. Salute the gospel. Salute to you, brother. J-Dog in the building. What it do, J-Dog? Say salute, Green. What's good, Famo? What's good, man? Y'all get them likes up right now. Get the likes up. If you're in the building, man, you might as well hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. It's not that hard. The like button is free. The gospel say I kind of like going back to the underdog role. They back doubting us. I love it. I think that was going to be the case regardless. You feel me? The gospel, something that Raphael Stone mentioned and said that, it's not like just because we got Kevin Durant it's not like just because we got Kevin Durant that all of a sudden we're the champions. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not the case. The case is we are the hunters. We hunt down these teams that want to become champions just like us. We went out in the first round, family. If didn't nobody know, we went out in the first round. So I don't necessarily feel like with Fred VanVleet being out there, yes, we're in a contention mode, but at the same time, I don't feel like we prove anything for people to all of a sudden having us, over OKC or anything like that. But most definitely, man, we the underdogs now, man. We the underdogs. And these two on the screen, Reed Sheppard and Armin Thompson, man, they got to show us something. They have to show the people something, man. They are being forced to take leaps, take major jumps. They're being forced to do this. And it's not a problem. If this is what the team is supposed to be in the next few years or a handful of years, whoever's on the team, that's what it is. Ain't no pouting, ain't no crying. At the end of the day. What a wise citizen. Salute. Moses, cuckoo, my bad. Moses in the building. What up, Moses? Salute. Y'all get the likes up. Slim Boss in the building. What up, Slim Boss? What's up with it? So yeah, family. Shout out to all y'all that's in the building, man. We should have 50 likes off the rip. 50 likes off the rip in 10 minutes, man. Let's keep it going. And I'm gonna drop the link, man. We're not gonna be here all night, but we're gonna chop it up for real. We're gonna chop it up regardless. What up, Dre? I see Dre pulling up. On the back end, you know what I'm saying? He say Green still down on our contending chance. I mean, as of right now, yeah. I mean, I ain't saying anything can happen. Anything can happen in the playoff, going into the playoffs, championship or bust if you feel like that. But I just feel like Fred VanVleet was just too impactful. He was a great impact for this team, man. The leadership qualities, championship pedigree and all that. And do I feel like Our chances are over with. No, no, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen with any other team. You know, injuries are part of the game. Teams on paper look like they're the best on paper, but at the end of the day, it's all about chemistry and camaraderie. You know, but the guys that we have, Alper Shingun, Jabari, Tyree, Reed, Amon Thompson, those young guys really showing their growth. They showed their growth. They showed what they're capable of. And it's all about getting better on a night-to-night basis, a year-to-year basis. And Fred VanVleet not being out there on the court is going to hinder, some of their growth. But at the same time, he's going to be on the sideline. He's going to be in their ear, really, you know, providing wisdom to these guys, what they need to do, the mistakes that they're having on the court. Because Fred was one of those guys that, have them in line too as well on the court. So if he's off the court, he's seeing a different angle. He's seeing a different perspective. So he can, implement that on the sideline. And with Kevin Durant, he has to step up as a leader as well. Kevin Durant has to step up as a vocal leader, I should say that. He needs to step up as a vocal leader as far as to put the young guys, in line. You put these young guys in line as far as what they really can bring out this team. And that's going back to, Reed Sheppard and Amon Thompson. What up, Malik Smith? What up? What up? What up? He said, I know, Reed Sheppard. But what he say, I know people are in love with Reed Sheppard, but I just feel safer with Amon at the starting point, at the starting spot. He's a more upgrade VanVleet, and he knows his role. I agree. So who you starting at the 2 if Amon at the 1? That's just that's the thing. If Amon is the 1, who's the 2? Is it Dory Finney-Smith? Is it Tyrese? Or some crazy stuff going on. I don't know. I don't see Aaron Holiday starting. We can't make a trade. We can't pick anybody up. So it's all about intel. It's all about internal growth at the point to where when December 15th come around, you will know what your team is shaped up to be. You will know what it looked like. You know what you need as far as being, somebody that's not going to get knocked out in the first round. Like that. Start the double big. That's a possibility too. That's a possibility. Start the double big. So that means starting a double big means, is it still Amon at the 1? It's still who at the 2? Jabari, KD, LP. So that means KD probably got to slide to the 2. Him and Jabari are really going to be, Jabari will be guarding the best guy probably secondly after Amon Thompson. And then you have KD doing 2 guard things, Amon at the 1. KD at the 4. Goddamn. LP at the 4. And Steven Adams at the 5. Say still Tyree or DFL. Okay. But yeah, family, I'm just saying, man, like that's what it's coming down to. Who's starting, who's finishing, But I think a lot of y'all, sleeping on Reed Sheppard. I think we throw him out there with the Bulls, man. I don't think we should be handicapped and handcuffing this dude if we on some go-to time. If we on go mode, man, put him out there for the experience purposes. He already sat the bench last year, so why do that this year and stunt his growth again? His growth should be, elevated to another level. You know what I'm saying? Ready or not, here I come, man. Whether Amon Thompson ready to be the full-blown ball handler, playmaker, point guard, or is that Reed Sheppard? Getting some growth and development, bro, in the start lineup. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. But I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link, man. We 20 minutes in this thing, so y'all come through. We got a good crowd in today. We have a good crowd, so y'all come through, man. We're gonna chop it up, man, whether you agree or disagree, because we have to talk about this thing, man. We have to talk about it. If you don't trust Reed Sheppard, if you don't trust Amon Thompson's ball handling, his growth, whatever lineup that you prefer, let me know, man. Let us know, man. This is a Rockets nation, man. It's a Rockets family over here, bro. This ain't no LeBron James everyday stream. We talking about the Rockets, bro. So don't be afraid to hit that link. What up, Swat? I see you in the building. Global dialysis. What up? Salute. Y'all hit that link, man. Mr. Hoop fan. Mr. Hoop fan, and he say, Almond at the 1, Aaron Holiday needs to start at the 2. Huh? Aaron Holiday at the 2, and he can guard smaller guards. He shoots 40% from the 3 the last 4 years. And I love Aaron Holiday. I love Aaron Holiday. But Aaron Holiday is an insurance policy at the point guard. So I want him coming off the bench regardless because of that safety net that he provides as a guard. If Reed Sheppard not handling his business at the beginning, then you have, uh, Aaron Holiday. You have Aaron Holiday. But I'm not mad at it once again, man. I see the fellas pulling up. I got J-Dog. I got Vic. I got Dre pulling up. J-Dog, you was first up here, man. What it do, J-Dog? What you got? Salute.
What it do, man? Salute, bro.
What it
Salute,
do? What it do?
salute. Hey, man, salute to the chat, man. What's good, fam? Hey, man, I ain't mad at DFS at the two, bro, but you gotta start your coming into the season, bro. You gotta start your number three pick, bro. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You gotta give him an opportunity to see if he had grown, see his growth and development, man. You got to give him a chance, bro. You know, because you're investing in him right now, and you want to give him opportunity. You know he's a floor spacer, bro. He can shoot the rock. And you got Almond out there, so he can defend. He's not a slouch on defense. I don't like the Aaron Holiday. I think he's better suited. His whole career, he's been a coming off the bench player, give you a spark. You know, he's a good player, but he's better suited coming off the bench. You know, especially for this team. So, but I like Reed, bro. I like Reed. Give him a chance, bro. That's my thing. These are young players. These guys are young. They're up and coming. They're developing. I think KD takes a lot of pressure off of Reed. You know, when it comes to being a knockdown shooter and things of that nature. So he's not gonna get the attention at him being on the court that KD's going to get. So he's going to have opportunities, bro. If they're two, and you put Almond at the 1, and you see, and you work from there, bro. You see how they're looking in training camp. You see how they look the first few games, and I'm with the same consensus thought that uh, y'all got in the chat. Is December whatever we make a move and bring another guy in here, insurance policy, probably a combo guard, or maybe uh yeah, probably a combo guard. You bring a combo guard that can handle and can score a little bit to help alleviate pressure of Almond and Reed and everybody else. And but far as us having the bodies to be able to come back the loss, I think we got personnel. It's just not ideal at the guard spot, right? You got Barry. He can put the ball in the hole. He getting better. You got LP. You can run offense through him. And LP all star. So he gonna do what he do. And you got KD, bro. All one of the all time greats, bro. So we got the personnel. It's just not ideal at the guard. So it's gonna be a little quirky, the kind of lineups that we're gonna throw out there at times. But we got size. We got athleticism still. Fred didn't hurt that, and we got defensive prowess on in every position. So I think we still cool, man. I think we still gonna be cool. Or we in the hunt. We still gotta be in the hunt, bro. We still a hunter. You feel me? Even without Fred, is it gonna hurt? Yeah, it gonna hurt because of what he brings. The toughness, the resiliency, attention to detail. He don't turn the rock over. Some of those things are gonna kind of hurt early. But I think, bro, with the people with the right personnel on this team, bro, that we got right now, I think we should be able to weather that storm pretty decently. You know what I mean? To get at least into January, so we can get one more player here that could really kind of help, uh, 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 balance us out in the backcourt. So, but I land on that, man. I see the boys pulling up, man. Salute to y'all, man. And shit, we talk about it.
Already, J Dog. Already. Hey, I got Vic up next. Hey Vic, what you got? What you got on it, Vic?
Well, salute, man. Salute, fellas. I ain't got no long monologue. But I do want to say, hey, man, I do see why y'all talking about DFS and Tari, particularly starting at the two guard. My thing is, bro, being a hooper, if you know you got one ball handler, they finna run full court press every time. They finna make it to where Armin not gonna be the one bringing the ball down court. So if Tari or DFS bringing the ball down court, running the offense, what I'm saying, that's not something that they've been doing, throughout their career, college or the pros. So we need another ball handler, which is Reed Sheppard. And I don't care how bad y'all think Reed Sheppard handling is, it's way better than Finney Smith and Tari Eason. So I think we should go with Reed Sheppard out there, throw him to the wolves, like you said a little while ago, and go from there. And I'm gonna land on that one right there too.
Yeah, yeah. Reed's probably my first option. Just put him out there and fill that hole, fill that role because Vic, he's the guard that's supposed to take Fred VanVleet's spot when Fred VanVleet's contract up. You feel me? So that's just how I feel about it. You might as well put him out there right now, see how that goes. And if it's not working out, you do what you do. You put him back on the bench, what I'm saying? You start whoever, and then December 15th, you gotta make some decision. That's just, I just think that's the best case in my opinion. Going forward. But let me keep the line moving real quick. I got the homie Dre in the building. Hey Dre, what it do, Dre? What you got on Dre?
Shit, what's up, y'all? What's up, chat? Uh, shit, I was gonna go, like I say, I was gonna say DFS, but you know what I mean. I was also thinking, you know what I mean. If we all gonna start Reed alongside, you bring him in for a couple, like the first 4 minutes, get him on the bench, so you know what I'm saying, so he can get in the game, get warmed up, see how the defense playing, get a couple shots in, get a nice little rhythm, then have him come, then put him back on the bench, you know what I mean, just so he can, when he does come in with the second unit. You know what I mean? He's already got a good flow what the offense needs, what the defense is doing, and then he can facilitate the ball a little bit more. He can look for a shot. You know what I mean? He'll just be more willing to deal it. And like I say, it's not like he's just gonna be. Yeah, he is gonna get pressed. That's what I would do. I would press him because I know that he's on my own ball handler. But we also know that he gonna use a lot of picks. What I'm saying, a lot of picks and screens, and that's what Ime should be doing in offense. Regardless if Fred got hurt or not. You know what I mean? I wouldn't expect him Reed just be coming down trying to break defense down, ice on, you know what I mean? He gonna be coming off screens, getting shots, looking for shots, you know what I mean, looking to get in the paint and stuff. So, I figure that, that'll big be a big part of the offense for him. So like I say, but if he is the start, have him start for a little bit, and then like first 4 minutes, then pull him, get DFS in, and then have Reed come in with second unit. But just to get him started for the first start of the game. That's how I go for it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, Dre. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. And it's all about options, man. It's all about options. What's the best fit for this team? And is it a big lineup to start the season with against OKC Thunder, and to go forward from that? How depending on how it look, you can bring Reed Sheppard out there, vice versa. What Dre just mentioned, if you're starting with a big lineup and you bring in Reed Sheppard off the bench at the wing or the point guard, and you have Thompson go to be in a two. So if that works out, in some type of case, and you leaving Reed Sheppard out there, like we just don't know yet. But I'm interested to see what these other fellas got to say real quick. Hey, Rich Bass in the building. Rich, what it do, Rich?
Salute, bro.
Hey, salute.
I'm gonna be quick, man. Pretty much everybody, we all got the same talking points, man. Just not the same talking points, because some people believe DFS should probably start, and that's y'all opinion. I get it. I think somebody just said it like you just need a second ball handler, and I think Reed Sheppard, me personally, ball handlers is better than Amon right now as far as what we seen the last time. Now, whatever work they did in the summertime, that's waiting to see. You know what I'm saying? But from what we last seen, to me, Reed Sheppard handles are a little bit more tighter than Amon's. Amon was a little loose with the ball, so I'm pressing Amon. Yeah, he quicker, yeah, he bigger, but as far as just putting pressure on the ball, he's more prone to turn it over. But just as far as just the backcourt goes, like I said, I'm throwing Reed Sheppard in to the fire. Just see what he got. Just see what he do. He still can shoot the rock. He's an NBA shooter. You know what I'm saying? So that goes a long way with putting, and with KD, you need spacing around him. That you're gonna get the best out of KD is when you give him spacing. So if you got, and I get it, DFS, he's a good spot up shooter also, but it's just with Reed, you know what I'm saying? He can shoot and he can take you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not the fastest on the perimeter, but he can get to the cup. He got a little nice floater. Uh, he got a good little live game. So, he's more versatile to me than DFS, you know. But he's just waiting to see. But I'm definitely throwing Reed out there, and I'm putting Amon at the one, man. And I just think with this Fred injury, I hate to see it, but I think this the best thing that happened to them boys, man. Honestly, I had to really sit back and think about it. I mean, eventually, let's just be honest. One of them is gonna take over at the one, either Amon or Reed. And why not right now? You know, I get it. It's a contract deal for Durant, but hey, why not right now, bro? And I just think this the best time to see what they got.
That's some real shit
True,
right there. That's real.
true. Yeah, true. Why not? Why not? Why not? Hey, Moses, cuckoo. My bad. Moses, what's good, Moses? I'm just gonna call you Moses. What's up with it, Moses?
What's up, man? How y'all doing today?
Hey, somebody got echo. Turn your background. You got to play on the device. You got to echo.
That's me? Hold on, let's see. Better now?
Yeah, you good. What you got on there, man?
All right. Bet.
Oh shit, it's still there. It's still there. But I'm gonna be quiet. You just cook.
All right, appreciate it. Just Robert real quick. I just think on this squad we have 4 ball handlers. That's Man, Reed, KD, and LP. So I think we just have to stagger those 4 people as best as possible. Maybe have 2 at a time on the court because we always have to have a ball handler on the court at all times. So the best way is to stagger those 4 people as best as possible. Reed, if he doesn't start, it's going to get a lot of minutes regardless. So I think, Ime likes his vets, so I'm not sure if he'll start. And I think it's better for him to come off the bench to help out, those on the bench unit because we need a guard on the bench regardless. So I just think it's best to start with those 4 guys, and however the minutes going to be, just have 2 ball handlers on the court at all times. That'll be the best situation for us.
Yeah, we don't have to feel that role. We're gonna have to feel that. We're gonna have to feel that role, Moses. You know what I'm saying? Ball handling duties, and I just feel like every Sheppard needs to be put in that position, man. Like I said, I don't want to handcuff him, handcuff him and stuff, and it's gonna be okay. No, put him out there, man, because he's capable of it. You feel me? So keep the line moving, man. I got some interesting people pulling up. Hey, Mr. Moss, what's good, Moss?
Salute, Green. Salute to the panel. Let me just correct something real quick that I heard not too long ago. Reed Sheppard ain't no NBA shooter, bro. He ain't proven that yet. Go look at his numbers. He ain't proven that yet. So I'm not gonna come up on this platform and deem him an NBA shooter. He shot in the low 30s from downtown and shot mid 30s for the entire season. And so there's no guarantee that the shooting that he had in college has or will translate to the NBA. I haven't seen it yet. And that's just me being fair and being honest, right? So, I'm not going to call that dude no goddamn NBA shooter. No, he's not. Secondly, I agree with it, though. Throw him in the fire, right? Because the only way he's going to learn is to be out there, right? You don't learn nothing being on the bench. Or you can learn, but you need to, you know what I'm saying? It's like on-the-job training, per se. And so, and also, too, fellas, like a lot of this J-Dog is going to come with just by committee. Like maybe there is no set person, right? Maybe Ime goes big. You know what I'm saying? I said it last week, Green. I like Tari and I like Amon Thompson starting now, along with Jabari Smith. You got Kevin and then you got Sagoon. So it's a pretty big lineup. And so, Amon Thompson, to me, I don't want him playmaking too much because he's very highly effective off the ball, offensive rebounds. He's like the Aaron Gordon. He's lurking, baseline, put back, dunk tips, getting the rebound, running. And so I don't want Amon to be messed with if that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on occasion he can do it. He should be asked to do it. but I don't want that to be his primary role or what he's asked to do, because a lot comes with that, right? And so you got to give some to take some. And so I'm okay with Reed starting and throwing him out there, right? And I think, listen, even though I criticized his shooting last year, that's okay. He's a rookie. I didn't expect big things anyways. And so he should get better. And how do you get better? Like, you got to keep, shoot or shoot. And I do think, I think Rick said it the best. KD does need spacing. We agree on that 1,000%. And just the perception and the decoy of Reed Sheppard being out there will give the Rockets space. And so, you know what I'm saying? I mean, good shooters on the court, even if they go 0 for 9, the fact that they're on the court will create some sort of space on the weak side. And so I do like that. But it's going to be by committee, right? This team has to just get by, right? Listen, have we ever thought about, Green or J-Rock, maybe that let's come to the realization that we may not make a move, there's no moves to be made, and we are stuck with what we got, and this is the roster? I mean, isn't that a possibility as well? There's no guarantee that Stone makes a deal. And so if that's the case, then, because nobody's touched on that yet, then Ime needs to be the coach that we think he is and find the right combination. Because, listen, maybe versus OKC, you know what I'm saying, certain guys are ball handling. Maybe versus Denver, he goes with something else. So it could be game by game. It could be matchup based. I mean, we know who the core is, right? Kevin, Amin and Sagoon, and probably Jabari Smith. But maybe Ime, make changes, week by week or depending on matchup. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But do any of you guys ever just think about, just in case there's no move to be made, like, it's by committee? And last point, Green, I don't want Kevin Durant with the ball in his hands, bro, at the top of the key. Listen, bro. And so he's the one guy where he's off the ball. He's coming down pins. He's at the nail. He's at the pinch post. He's posting up. He's coming down curls, flares. Like, we don't want Kevin Durant on the ball because that's going to be doom for gloom. We're talking turnovers. We're talking injuries. We're talking just that's not a good look for Kevin Durant no more, right? And we didn't bring him here to do that. Now, I understand that Fred is hurt, and so that changes things. But, bro, we about to see what type of coach Ime is, bro. We about to see.
Yeah, we're going to see, Miles.
We're going to see.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, Miles.
We're going to see. We're going to see.
I'm going to say no to why I think that's going to be the only roster addition, or we're not going to make a move. I don't think the roster was set up like that because, and the reason why I say that is because, even if we thought that, let's say LP was going to be bringing the ball up, or he's going to be more of a ball handler, you know what I mean? Like I say that, like handling the rock and trying to guard, you know what I mean? And getting on the boards, you know what I mean? Being the big anchor. That's a lot to ask for you.
It is. I agree.
So you know what I'm saying? So the reason why I would say no to that, also, Kevin Durant. I don't want Kevin Durant to be, you know what I'm saying, like how you say, I wouldn't want him to be on the ball either, but I want to use him as a weapon. I want him to play off ball. I want the defense always having to look for him, you know what I mean, as opposed to keying on him, you know what I mean? And then also Armin, I wouldn't want Armin to be on the ball all the time, but I want him to facilitate. I want him to attack the basket. I want the space. I want the floor to be spaced so he can get to the basket. So I'm gonna put more shooters around him. And that's why I think that we were gonna, that, you know what I'm saying, that roster wasn't complete. But I put that mostly on Raphael Stone for not getting the guard early. But like I say,
okay. Well, just real quick, because
go ahead.
I think Green gonna move on real quick, and that's why I use the terminology by committee. This may be a situation where everybody's going to be asked to playmaking ball handle at some point during the game. And again, bro, we can't be naive enough to where we think a move is coming or has to be made. There's a chance that nothing happens, right?
It could,
Nothing happens. And so if nothing happens then we got to look at plan B and C, bro, because there's no guarantee the Rockets make a move, bro. Because listen, what team out there, Green, is going to be willing to give up a point guard to help the Rockets out? I mean, who's doing that? And so we got to be realistic, bro.
Who's going to help? We have to give up. We have to give up the future for that. What you about to say, Vic? I'm gonna get on to Mayo, and then I got Red Blogger in the building.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say Raphael Stone never been one to show that he makes trades in the middle of the season either. So to y'all's point, a move might not be made. You know,
It might
but I'm gonna
not, Vic,
drop
but we're in
down.
a different
I'm gonna drop
situation,
down
Vic.
green. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
drop down. So you got some more people. I've been in the background. There's something open up later on. I'll pull back up.
That's a bit, Vic. That's a bit. But you know what I'm saying, Vic, to Vic's, what he just said, it's a different, team. It's a different atmosphere now. You have Kevin Durant. It's not, settling in on some growth and development factor from Jalen Green and the core group of guys. It's more of you have to make a window of opportunity to win a championship. Yes, I'm rocking with the in-house internal talent regardless. But if it's a move to be made, and I'm not, and then also I'm not sacrificing a lot for big contracts for other guys, and we have to, they putting us in a situation where we have to jeopardize what we have going forward in the future. So that being said, we have to rock out what we have right now, just to see how Reed Sheppard looks, how Ahmed Thompson look, who's our second guy up off the bench or to put place in that starting lineup. So, but I got two more guests on the panel. We can really break this shit down, man. Mayu.
Yeah, what's good? What's
What's up
good?
with it, man?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good, bro? What you got on it, man?
All right, bro. So I agree with what everybody been saying about Reed Sheppard. I definitely think that we gotta give him an opportunity to see if he can at least stretch the floor. Because the way what we need him to do, it could be very simple for him. He don't really got to do anything complicated at all. But I'm gonna give y'all a take. Y'all probably not gonna like it at all. But it's just honest, you know what I mean? Because when you think about Ime and what the Rockets have been for the last 5 years, I think a player that a lot of people have been overlooking, and I don't mean him in a starting capacity, I just mean him as somebody who can handle the ball and give it to the right person and is good in a crash out situation as far as effort. And it's Deshaun Tate, man. That's a player that Ime Udoka got a lot of trust in. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give Reed Sheppard a short leash, and when Amen Thompson come out the game, a player like Deshaun Tate gets more opportunity than he would have got, because his role would just be kind of on some Patrick
Hold on,
Beverly,
hey,
Lance
my bad.
Stevenson.
Can you say that again? Can you say that one more time? You say you would rather start who?
I would rather Sheppard, because I think what he or play hard defense and aim and make up for a lot of his deficiencies. But I think that this is going to give Deshaun Tate a bigger role as far as overall. Deshaun Tate, he has.
He say start him.
I never.
Is he breaking up or is it me, man? Oh, y'all.
Nah,
So what does that?
He breaking up, bro.
Okay, yeah. Because
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good. So you said
Deshaun
Tate being having a bigger role.
Yeah, every year he got a bigger role than I expect him. And what he brings is just hustle and tenacity. And when you have players like Al P and Kevin Durant, all you need is really somebody to bring the ball up in a chaotic situation that can help bring the ball up as a secondary ball handler. And to me, he's not like a efficient scorer or anything like that, but he can kind of fill in for that Dylan Brooke energy. But he's more of a pass first player. So I'm just saying that don't be surprised if Ime leans on Tate more than we expect, because every year he has a bigger role than we expect, no matter if we like it or not. That's all.
Yeah.
Nobody brought him up at all. You know what I mean? And I seen how when Fred gets hurt, Tate always has a bigger role, and his game ain't pretty, but it's impactful. Having him and Tari Eason and Steven Adams and Jabari Smith, and you got Dorian Finney. He's somebody that can come into the game, keep the aggression up high. And then we seen last year how teams would get tired in the fourth quarter. Like we would just walk them down because we'd be too tenacious. The Tara twins come in and would cause chaoticness. So Amen, he's starting. I could just see Tate coming in, having a bigger role, and nobody's talking about it. But Ime, he liked to do stuff like that. So that's all. You know what I mean, and when you got players like KD, Shingun, and Steven Adams, Tate can just come in and just do all the dirty work, and just help making sure the ball goes to the right person's hand.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Tate Rose going to be jumped up, to a significant degree, and how you feel about a Kogi? How you feel about a Kogi and Dory Finney-Smith coming off the bench?
I love Dorian Finney-Smith. I feel like he could start for most teams. I like him actually starting as well. Like I like this a lineup. If I could choose, it would be Amen at the 1, Reed at the 2, Kevin Durant, Dorian Finney, and Shingun, and that would be my starting lineup. But I would make fast substitutions to make sure that we attack and everything. We would be the most aggressive, hard playing team in the NBA. Like people would be playing short spurts unless they hot. But I don't really know that much about Josh. I hear good things about him. But and Jeff Green, every time he plays, he makes good choices.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like when you got I know how it is to play with an incredible player. When you got a player like Kevin Durant and you got a player like Shingun, it simplifies it for everybody else. Like you're gonna get in trouble for doing too much. So having just energy and people like Tate, like Tari, Dorian. Like the one homie said, we can just do it by committee. But that's all, man. I think Tate gonna have a way bigger role. And it's funny because we don't really think, the Houston Rockets were really good at developing people. And it's like, bro, all you really got to do is make a corner 3 and have a little bit better ball handling and decision making. And he cool coming off the bench. He like a stabilizer crash out for the opposers.
But yeah, all that being said, you know what I'm saying? Mayu. Is it Mayu or Mayo? Mayu. So all that being said, bro, is the development of Ahmed Thompson being that premier point guard. Because if we talking about just an offense where we want to drive and kick and guys got to spot up and sit up, we don't want KD out there, going isolation mode. We need a really premier point guard play from Ahmed Thompson. And I want to ask you, is he ready for that alongside of whoever's his 2 guard is?
Absolutely. To be honest, Tracy McGrady, growing up, Steve Francis and Tracy McGrady were my favorite players. I ain't have a favorite player since then. And Amen Thompson be giving me that feeling that he could be my new favorite player. When you see the way he uses the screen, he uses it way more athletic than a lot of other people. He's not basic with it. If he just takes his time studying film and learns a little bit how to be like everybody else, he'd be kind of unstoppable in ways. Like if I was him, I'd be watching a lot of Rajon Rondo and like people like that. And Ime, he used to coach for the Celtics. Like he ain't coach Rajon, but he got the ability.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm gonna go to the next game. I see what you're saying. Out there in Boston,
so he could do it.
He didn't have a premier point guard. He had Marcus Smart. He wasn't a legitimate point guard. He was a 3-and-D point guard.
And if you see
the ball up the court, you had Jaylen Brown bringing the ball up the court. You had Jason Tatum sitting with the offense and stuff like that. So you had a big lineup to a certain degree, and they didn't really have no star point guard duties. But this is totally different, in my opinion, from that squad in Boston to what we seen from Ime Udoka in the last 2 years. And Fred was a big part of that. You know what I'm saying? We seen that when he went down, we was 0-6, losing 2 games to Brooklyn. So like I'm just feeling I just want to fill that void. If Fred ain't like all season long, we need to fill that void.
Do you feel like Rajon Rondo can do passes that Amen can't do? Because when you see Amen,
he can, but it's like it's a workload. If you want him to be that overall point guard, is he still gonna, thrive on the defensive end? Is he still gonna be in a dunker spot type shit? When that's where he lives and die, you know what I'm saying? It died at the time when he wasn't ready to be a full-fledged point guard when we drafted him in his first year. So we put him in the dunker spot. Year 2, not a full-fledged point guard or two guard. You still do the same thing, but he get more minutes. Jabari go down, you put him in the start lineup, he a double machine. And he throwing out assists.
It's
So his
funny
impact of
because
winning is there.
as a baller, his career has been a nightmare. Like as a point guard your whole life, and then you only got minutes playing center and dunking. You know what
He
I'm
was in the
saying?
OT.
It's like
And you know what I'm saying, the OT league, he was a full-fledged point guard. But
a
hey, hold on.
So this is
Mike, hold on. I got 2 more guests pulling up, homie. I got 2
all
more
right.
guests. Keep stay
Appreciate
right
you.
there, and we gonna cook. We gonna cook when I open this bitch up. Hey,
Gotcha.
Red Blogger, what's up with it, man? What's up with it, Red?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? What you got on it, man? What you got?
Pretty much a lot. I heard a lot of people's opinions. I don't see in any world that Jayshawn Tate will be the backup point because Tate really only played when Tari Eason, since in the Ime Udoka era, when Tari Eason missed time or Thompson missed time, that's most of the time when Jayshawn Tate get a lot of minutes. Jayshawn Tate don't really play. He has the ability to handle the ball. We saw that in the Silas era, where you can make an argument that first year when Harden was still here, Jayshawn Tate had an argument to be like one of the best players on the team. But since Ime Udoka got here and since the team has gotten so much more talent, Jayshawn Tate doesn't really play often unless like Tari Eason got that leg thing that he's dealing with, or if Thompson roll an ankle or something like that. Like Tate doesn't really like play like real quality minutes unless something like that happens. So for him to be going from only playing when Tari and Amen go down to possibly being like the first or second point guard off the bench, I just don't see that happening. I don't think he's that great of a playmaker, passer at all. He does have the ability to pass. He can make passes, obviously, but as a primary point guard of a team, no, I don't see that. Secondly, I would say for just in general, y'all talking about lineups, y'all talking about Reed Sheppard playing. I think that sometimes as fans, especially like in this modern era of NBA, and when I say modern era, I mean like 2014, 2015 and up, we have become so enamored with like spacing, and you got to have guys that can shoot, that like we forget that like that wasn't always how the game was played. And I'm hearing a lot of people say like they want KD to have optimal spacing, and that's cool. I respect that opinion, but KD can score in a phone booth with a straitjacket tied around him. You know what I'm saying? And he's still gonna put up 27 on damn near 50, 40, 90. You know what I'm saying? So we don't necessarily have to sell out or be as worried about spacing as like we would if like Jalen Green was still here. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to like prioritize it that much with a guy like Kevin Durant. I've said a lot of people will talk about like the worrying about Amen as lead guard and being in that dunker spot and stuff like that, and how they like to see him in the dunker spot. I think you also said that about Amen, like it was kind of a nightmare him coming here expecting to be a guard and having to be in that dunker spot. I think Amen only was there because they found out that he could play in that spot, and Fred, they paid him so much of that money, and it was still kind of the training wheels on the offense. So they just utilized Amen in another position. But Amen last year, especially when Fred went down, he showed like the ability to handle the rock and do stuff. And what I want a lot of us as Rockets fans to do, especially going into this season, any memory that we have of the team and how they looked without Fred these past 2 seasons, as hard as it may be, I want us to like wipe that away from our memories. We got a completely different team now. We going from Jalen Green, who was a struggling bucket, to one of the best buckets of all time in Kevin Durant. So all the stats that you have with Fred, the team looking better with Fred in this lineup, that was with Jalen Green. It's a completely different monster with Kevin Durant. So our man is going to be better with that type of a presence on the floor. Alperen Sengun is going to be better with that type of presence on the floor. The whole team is. And Kevin Durant also is going to be better because of those guys' presence on the floor. And I think it might have been you, Green. I don't know who it was, but they said they don't want KD isolating as much. KD still at this very moment is still one of the best isolation scorers in the NBA. I ain't trying to throw numbers out there like that,
No, that's true. That's
but he
true.
was in the 93rd percentile in ISO. The dude is a fucking bucket. Like, you can't guard him. The points per possession in isolation, the pure points, the efficiency, everything. The turnover rate is not high. He can score with the best of them in isolation. Like, he probably is the best isolation scorer outside of, like, I mean, in terms of efficiency. But
Of
like,
all time.
you know,
Of all time.
he's one of the best. You know, it's still guys like ahead of them that just ISO way more per game than him, and they, like, you know, they generate more offense out of isolation than Kevin Durant. But KD, in terms of just scoring, he's like one of the best ISO buckets of all time and in the NBA currently. Another thing, y'all kind of talking about lineups and stuff. Positionally, I think with this Rockets team, it don't matter, but for the sake of the argument and for the sake of the conversation, I'll put it into positions, but don't get married to anything that I'm saying. I'm in at the 1, KD at the 2, DFS at the 3. I think DFS and Tari should both start, in my opinion. And then Sengun at the 5. I think you bring Reed and Jabari off the bench because Jabari is somebody that can get his own shot. Plus, he'll be able to have more reps without KD taking some of those shots, which I'm not mad at KD taking those shots. I'd rather have him shooting than Jabari. But when Jabari
Is he still there? I lost him. Can y'all hear him?
No, I
Yeah, I
don't
think
hear
that's
him
it.
now.
Think that's
Damn.
him.
can y'all hear me
Hey,
still?
hey,
Can
Red
y'all hear me
Blogger, we
still?
lost. Okay, there he is. There he is. Yeah,
Okay,
go
my
ahead.
bad.
Go ahead.
I had to put my phone on DND. My fault.
You good?
Yeah. So like, Jabari come off the bench, he can get those isolation reps in the mid post area, and pretty much where he was killing and cooking Golden State last year in the postseason, he can continue getting those looks and have Reed Sheppard be able to get lead guard minutes off the bench as the primary ball handler without having to worry about like another guy taking the ball out of his hands. Because if you put him in a starting lineup, KD, as much as y'all don't want to see it, he don't have reps where he dribbling the ball up. Our man is gonna have reps where he dribbling
Hey,
the ball up.
somebody got some background stuff going on.
Yeah, Jose, but it's all good for me. But Reed, I just want Reed to be able to have the lead guard minutes and the lead guard usage and opportunities without our man like soaking that up because he in the starting lineup. I don't want Reed having to feel like he got to shy away from anybody or like psychologically thinking, oh, I gotta like it's a pecking order and shit and play timid. I want Reed to come in off the bench and just be able to go. Hey, this is your team. Run. You got Tari, you got Jabari, you got fucking Alperen Sengun, or you got Clint Capella, like whoever the case may be. Like that's just how I see the team operating. I really do believe. I think one of the first people to speak was J Dog. I think I can't really see that font is small, but I think he said it like this is one of those blessings in disguises type situations where like the trainer wheels is coming off faster than normal, and I
Facts.
think that we so fucking like everybody in Rockets in the community is trying to like worrying about replacing Fred. And you can't replace Fred. But what Fred brought to the table isn't something that's so insurmountable that it can't be replaced in another way. So whether that's playing defense better, whether that's rebounding harder, whether that's playing guys more minutes or giving somebody else an opportunity, they won't be able to replicate what Fred did in terms of maybe assist to turnover ratio or knowing when to calm down certain lineups, et cetera, et cetera. He may not be able to do like we may not be able to replace Fred in that way, but we can replace Fred in other ways. Like it's gonna happen. And last point,
As far as like production wise,
yeah,
that's
production. Yeah, like you're
production
not
wise.
gonna
Okay.
exactly like you're not gonna replace like what Fred did literally by the book. Only Fred can replace what Fred brought to the table. But what you lose in Fred is not like losing KD. Like people acting like we lost Kevin Durant. Like we didn't lose KD. We didn't lose Amen. We didn't lose Sengun. Those are irreplaceable guys that you cannot replace if they go down. Fred, it sucks that he went down. It sucks that he's not going to be a part of this run. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could come back from the ACL injury and work his way back into the lineup, maybe late postseason. But like,
Nah,
I don't think this is
I ain't even looking at it at Fred coming back at all this year.
yeah.
Go
No, I
ahead.
understand. I'm just saying,
Feel
like,
me?
I'm just saying, ideally. But last
Yeah.
thing I say, and I drop the mic is, I think Okogie is definitely gonna get a lot more minutes than Jay Tate. Like, Okogie is is a hooper, and he's like a better defender. He's 6'4" with like a 7'1" wingspan. Like that dude is fucking a beast defender. You know what I'm saying?
And he played
So,
with Kevin Durant before.
and he played with Kevin Durant in Phoenix. So yeah, but that's what all I was gonna say.
Hey man, salute to you, man. You was cooking, man. But stay right there, Red. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna open up a panel, we're gonna really discuss it. You know what I'm saying?
I got a
one more
quick
guest on the panel.
question though. I got a quick question about
okay,
Josh.
Go ahead.
To the homie, why did Josh average 9 minutes per game last year and Deshaun Tate average 11 minutes? Because I don't know Josh, so why did he average less minutes on the worst team?
He was asking you, Red Blogger.
I just don't know.
Give me 1 second. Why? My bad. I don't mean to hold up the chat. Just let me see. You said why did he play less minutes on a team like that?
Yeah. He played
last year.
Yeah. Was he hurt?
No. Last year on Phoenix, he played 14 minutes a game. Jason Tate averaged 11 minutes a game, and then when he got traded to Charlotte, he played 18 minutes a game. But that was only in 15 games. So he played more than Jason Tate last year.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I saw the 14.
For me, for Jason Tate, he was the first original Swiss Army knife. You feel me? Somebody got some wind blowing. He was the first Swiss Army knife that we had. But going forward, he's a insurance policy as far as like the homie Red Blogger said. Like if somebody go down, Tyree Eason, you know what I'm saying? You have what's the OG Uncle Jeff go down, like he don't want to play tonight. He made Doka, doing his thing and shit like that. He's an insurance policy for what Jason Tate do, and he always stay ready. Now bringing a Kogi over here, like Kogi got some things in his bag defensively. He's longer and everything like that. So I don't expect he make Doka sitting him down or stuff like that, because if he make Doka by now, he ain't bringing nobody over here. And Raphael Stone, they're not bringing guys over here to just sit, and that's why I feel about Reed Sheppard this year.
They also can't trade for anybody until December 15th at the earliest.
So we got to rock out what we have. So, hey, man, we got over close to 90 people in the building, man. Y'all get the likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel. I got one more guest on the panel. Hey, DJ Generation pulling up. What up, DJ? What you got, man? And the panel open, fellas. Salute.
Green, everybody. Salute Eld. I saw he in the comments. And Red Nation Blogger, shout out. I think I just saw you on somebody part the other day, spit. But anyways, I'll make it quick because I know we want to open up the panel. I actually hopped on here because of about that Tate comment. I just say this, this is my only fear. Like even way back when we was talking about all the moves being made, is that we were saying how a lot of us saw a glaring hole at guard. Not even so much to what y'all saying, like scheme and fit and personnel. Like, KD the de facto scorer now. Amin gonna do playmaking. Şengün gonna do playmaking. We expect Reed to step up. But my concern and a lot of people's concern is that we still didn't have a specific guard, ball handling, scoring, playmaking specialist besides Fred, right? So I put it to the equivalent. It's like, let's say I'm in a tight end, right? And he a good tight end, and he can catch. He put up stats like a receiver, but it's now telling him we want you to just run routes, and not only just run routes, deep field routes. We want you to turn into Jahmyr Chase or CeeDee Lamb. That's my only concern. Is I don't think they're not capable. It's just now we telling them to take on a role that they might not be ready for. They didn't have some of the train and adjust to become that, right? And we want them to be a top of the league version of that new role. So to my viewpoint, it's you saying it's bad enough I'm in a tight end. We asking to be a deep route receiver now. You saying take a backup tight end and turn him into a deep route receiver. I just don't see that happening. Not at least in a pretty way, right? So that's just my concern. We got everybody playing out of position. That's the only reason I want us to get a dynamic point guard, even if they weren't necessarily a playmaking point guard, just somebody where that's their specialist. You handle the ball, you can shoot, you gonna score. We don't have to worry about you. Now we gotta have to Green pointed to what Red Nation Blogger was saying. Now it's we gotta do a committee thing where we gotta kind of clump everybody's skills together and piece make that version of what we need, right? Instead of just having personnel for that. So that's my only concern with everything. Now, in Reed case, it's a little different because he's supposed to have already had this skill set. It's just it's a little shaky, and he didn't have like because we was already trying to win, he didn't get that leeway to work up to it. So now it's like we just throwing you in the deep end of the pool, like, hey, you supposed to be swimming like a Olympic swimmer now, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So he in a little different position. But I think with Amin, it's like he's gonna be an elite small forward, but now we asking him be an elite point guard and small forward. Now, if he figure that out, we breaking the NBA, right? And he gonna break the NBA because now he elite in multiple positions. I just don't see that happening. I see him being a solid, okay point guard and then elite small forward. So I'm just worried we're gonna start suffering other areas because he having to do something that he really not supposed to be doing. And I'm done. We can open up the panel.
Yo, can I respond to that real quick?
Go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red.
Okay,
the panel open, fellas.
Yeah, okay, cool. One thing I just want to say. I don't see Fred. I've never heard, and I'm not trying to be funny, I've never heard Fred as a playmaking specialist. That's my problem. Like, he's not Trae Young, he's not Luka Doncic, he's not James Harden when it comes to playmaking. He can playmake. He has the ability. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to belittle Fred. Like, I hate these conversations because it makes it seem like I'm shitting on him. I'm not trying to shit on Fred. But I just don't think that he's like this great. He's not a great three-point shooter. He's not a great ball handler. He's not a great playmaker. He's good. He's solid for the Rockets. He's helpful and impactful for the Rockets. But that's where it should end. Like, saying he's like a specialist means that that's like he's the top of the league at that, and he's not. And the only other thing I'm gonna respond to with the Amen Thompson elite small forward, elite guard thing. Well, now you, instead of those Amen at the wing minutes, just leave him at guard. You have wings. That's why you got Tari. That's why you got KD. That's why you got Jabari. That's why you got DFS. That's why you got Okogie to a lesser extent. Like, you got guard. I mean, you got wings. So let them play wing. We still A+ at wing, in my opinion, in terms of on the overall team. So now, hey, less minutes at the wing. Less minutes you taking from Tari. Let him play more. Less minutes you taking from KD and Jabari. And then put Amen at the point guard. You know what I'm saying? And you switch everything. Like, defensively, he'll still be guarding wings. And some offensive possessions, he'll be on the wing. But majority, he'll just be at the guard. Like, it's all it is.
I got you, bro. Just to respond real quick. No, I agree with you. So what I'm saying, Green know this. We was talking about this. I'm saying I wish we did bring in a specialist in that position. I agree with you. Van Vliet ain't elite, but I'm just saying at least that's his role, right? It's like
for me. Yeah. My bad.
No, I'm good, Green.
I
wanted him to get a specialist.
Right. And I'm gonna get to Pastor real quick. He just put up on the back end. Hey, I'm just saying, like, right now, if we can fill that void, we can fill that hole for what Fred VanVleet provides. As championship pedigree, I'm just listening to all the main tangibles. The championship pedigree, you know what I'm saying, the culture that he said when he came over here. I know Ime was a part of Kevin Durant coming to Houston, but Fred VanVleet was part of it as well, the whole turnaround of it. And we talking about the point guard position. He averaged 14-6 last year. You know, it was Fred VanVleet's down year, but we still number 2 in the West. So you bringing KD over here, we looking like a different team. So that being said as well, I just feel like the things that the production part of what Fred VanVleet can do, it could be replaced, but it's hard to get to that. It's hard to get that player, the ones that I mentioned, like the Drew Holidays, Derek Whites,
right,
Peyton Pritchards, and all them guys like that. So it's going to be hard. So we got to work with the in-house talent.
Before you go, Pastor Green, just if you don't mind, bro, I'll be quick because I know Pastor's waiting. What do you guys mean when you guys say specialist? I think the guy before you said specialist. What are you referring to, bro?
Mas, that's me. I'm saying, like, you know him to be like it's like a like Colin Sexton or who was De'Aaron Fox. I'm saying, like, you know his like profile, right? He gonna break you down and then he gonna score, or a CP3. We know, like, he a savant with, like, finding the right guy.
But why are those guys considered specialists? I mean, those are just like they're basketball players. I mean, they're point guards who can put the ball in the basket.
it's like, you know how like you'll say a 3-and-D specialist, because that's like what he's elite at, right? 3-pointers and defense. So I'm saying, especially in the sense of like he's just a top. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you could say just a top dynamic guard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because before Pastor goes, we don't need anything like that, bro. Like, we need a guy who can come in, make quick, decisive decisions, pass the ball to the right guys at the right time, and hit the occasional shot when he's open. That's it. We don't need nothing special. And again, this may have to be done by committee. And so, like we ain't gonna move mountains to go find this guy. Either we gonna get him or we not. And guess what? If we don't get him, Pastor, it's still championship or bust. So let's not get that twisted. But go ahead.
Hey, Elder, what you got on it, Pastor? Salute to you.
Hey, salute, fellas. Can everybody hear me good?
Yes, sir.
All right. I was saying in the comments section, because I know a few people were saying that Aaron Holiday would be a better starter, things of that magnitude. I want to disagree with those statements, because Aaron Holiday is just a reserve player. That's what he is. He's undersized. He's specialized in shooting the ball, not really playmaking or ball handling. He would not answer for this team. The role he needs is these other guys to step up, and then he can fulfill his role. I think this is just the best opportunity for them now. When I get a chance to sit back, research everything, and see, Reed Sheppard and Amon should be starting, in my personal opinion. Amon is right there at the cusp where he needs to earn this max deal that everyone is projecting him to be able to get. I have no issues with the projection. I think he still needs to earn that, though. He's done well. He's made the steps to show that he can go in that direction, like most max players do. But this is the year he gets a chance to prove it now. And Reed Sheppard, being the third pick in the draft, he gets the opportunity to do it. And I think it's a good matchup because Reed Sheppard offensively can play too, and Amon can handle the ball handling and the playmaking responsibilities. He doesn't have to be the shooter. That could be Reed Sheppard. And then defensively, Amon can take on whichever your lead guard offensively is. He can take him no matter what and put Reed on the other person. So I think this is just a really good opportunity for Houston to solidify their future, while at the same time, I agree with Mass, still compete for a chip. Because when you got Kevin Durant and the investment that you've made in him, we can't look at this and say, wow, this is another development year. No, you got to do it on the fly. You got to prove that you earning the money and you're a third round pick, a third player pick. You know, you got to go out there and prove this stuff. And I think now, because of the injury, these players should get that opportunity to do it, is what I think. They should get the opportunity to do it. My suggestion last week, or last time you were on, I didn't know all the facts about the financial constraints and roster constraints that Houston has. It doesn't look favorable for them to make a trade right now, because the only guys that they would even trade are pretty much non-tradable. They're not going to trade those guys. The 4 or 5 guys that they can trade right now, they're not going to do that. So it does look like they have to wait until December 15th to even think about doing some kind of trade. So since that's the case, you're going to have about 30 games between now and then. And I think that's a good amount of games. That's a good sample size, especially starting the season, to see if these guys can step it up. And I think that's the best option. If you can make some kind of minor trade to get in a guy that can be just a backup ball handler, a backup defender. Anybody coming in need to be able to play defense. They can't. You got enough scoring with Katie and all these other guys. Get people that can play some defense and be that part, and maybe an intangible kind of guy, you know. But he should be back on the bench. He should be behind Holiday and behind, you know, he's there for emergencies. He's there just in case another one of these guys get hurt. That's what I think at this point is the best option for the Houston Rockets.
Elder, I got a quick question to your comment about, you know, and I think we all agree we got to stand pat for them, right? But if you I know you got a little bit of experience in this. If you the GM, is he already feeling like trying to set up stuff when he can make that move, or do he just wait until he actually can make?
If I'm the GM, I'm not doing anything but I'm not making no behind the scenes things unless they come on my desk. Now, you know, you got a responsibility to listen, but I'm actually imploring the coach and the coaches to implore this to the players that from the front office standpoint, we're excited about this situation because now everybody gets to prove who they are and what they are. See, most people don't understand the biggest problem with a lot of the things in the NBA is players just don't get an opportunity, y'all. It's so many guys on these benches that are very good players, and they never get the opportunity because of the financial situation, because of the contract structures, because of the way the roster is constructed. They just don't get a chance. This is an opportunity for them to give the young guys a chance, develop, and still compete for a championship. You've got to be excited about that. You've got to be, because you in the Houston, they, even though they let go of the two guard that went over to New Jersey, Whitmore. Even though they let him go, you still got decisions to make with a lot of these young guys. You probably not going to be able to keep all of these young guys still. You got what, 5 or 6 of them still.
I'm in that mode where, you know, I said it, you know, the championship window, and all of you and Mars are still, you know, pushing forward as far as like we should be still in that contention mode, still push forward and still push ahead. I just don't like the guys that I mentioned early on in the stream, Elder, Derek White or Drew Holiday. You know, if they not bringing that type of, you know, production that Fred VanVleet provides as a champion, as somebody that knows how to get it done, that can motivate you on the court and things like that. I'm looking at our window as like, okay, we can get better. We can get better as a team. But I just don't see us in contention mode. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
I understand the fans can have whatever expectations they want, but me as a GM, if I was in that role, like he was saying, I gotta say no, because I didn't invest in all this in Kevin Durant. I've given away part of my so-called future to go for it right now.
And I understand.
I'm sorry, with my best player being 36, 37 years old, I don't have 2 or 3 years of development anymore. I just don't have it. I've given that away to win right now. So I got to figure out ways for us to try to compete right now, but at the same time, grow. Think about this. In Toronto, you had Lowry and what's the name, DeRozan. You had guards, right? Proven all-star level guards. We didn't know who Fred VanVleet was until he got the opportunity.
That's true. Didn't know. Somebody said the last time when David Lee went down, you didn't know who Draymond Green was.
Know who Draymond was. Yes, you got to give these dudes an opportunity. This is a perfect situation because they don't have any choice. Because of the way this roster is constructed, because of the way the trades and all the people they re-sign, they really can't do anything right now unless they make a stupid move. And everybody knows they're desperate right now, so don't play desperate. Hey, trust the guys you got.
I don't want that at all, Pastor. Hey, what up, Red? You pulling back up? Hey, the panel open, y'all, man. Let's pop it up, bro.
Hey, Pastor, bro. There's about 22 games by mid-December. I just looked it up. So.
Is it 22? Okay.
It's sample size. That's a good sample size.
Yeah, but to your point, though, I mean, that's still enough games for the Rockets to say we got to move forward with this, or I think we can get by with this. So I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, that's no excuses.
Yeah, and also too, this team was put together deep, and they went out and made moves, and I think they were built to withstand an injury to Fred VanVleet. I'm not saying that they can withstand something to Amin or Kevin Durant or Sagoon, but a guy like Fred, it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult, and whoever's going to come in and play that role, if it's Reed Sheppard, it's going to be a tough job because now you got to set the table, and guys are looking at you to get them the basketball, and you got to know when to shoot, when not to shoot. Oh, and by the way, play some defense. And so this isn't going to be an easy transition for the Rockets and Ime, but Pastor and Green, I really think that I think it's going to be easier than what people think it is, in my opinion.
You think so? I know we got an easier schedule.
I do. I do, bro.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? With 20, 25 games into the season, I'm looking at the bigger picture. First round, Western Conference and champion, like that type of atmosphere. So when I know it's gonna be a good electric season for the Rockets, at the same time, I'm still looking at the replacement championship pedigree. That's what I'm looking at, like the growth and development. I'm on that train as well because you just don't know what you're gonna get. You feel me? Reed Sheppard might take that biggest leap, and Thompson might take that good leap.
And if you guys don't mind, just real quick too, Pastor and Green and J-Dog and fellas, in the fourth quarter when it matters the most, it may just come down to somebody get the ball past half court. Here you go, Kevin. Hey, Sagoon, 1-5 flat. Here you go. And so that's what I'm saying. It's like I think we're making too much of it Because I think in winning time, Pastor, for me, is that simple. Here, Kevin. Hey, Sagoon, one-on-one. Or here, Amin. Like, they ain't got to be Chris Paul. They ain't got to be Fred VanVleet, right? They ain't got to be any of that. Just don't turn the ball over and get the ball to where it needs to go.
But Mars, I'm glad you mentioned turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Fred VanVleet, when I say he controlled the pace, he controlled the tempo and everything, he was the only one, like plus minus situation, somebody could look it up. He settles the pace. He don't turn the ball over like that. When you got Reed Sheppard out there, you have Ahmed Thompson out there, you got all these guys who don't really have ball handling duties, they're going to turn the ball over.
That's my concern.
They're going to turn the ball over.
Well,
That's my concern with what we got going. Now,
we
don't
allow
get
these guys
teams.
to make mistakes, Green. To be fair, you have to allow, listen, you have to allow these young guys to make mistakes. And I think Ime knows that. And so a turnover here, a turnover there. Listen, even if a turnover costs us a game, I'd rather these young guys do it now in the first 20 or 30 games. Then by May, June, and July, when we're in the postseason, their season, they know what to expect, and they understand fourth quarter basketball. So I'm okay with turnovers right now because it's basketball, right? Because you got to learn from the mistake. And so let's not be too harsh on that because what do you expect? They're not Chris Paul. They're not Fred VanVleet. They're going to turn over at times. That's okay. It's okay.
So that being said, Miles, what's the best scenario? What's the best starting lineup? Is it throwing Reed Sheppard out there at the point or Tyrese?
Hold on, but Green, I want to, but hold on, but you say the stuff that you say about the turnovers, you also gain so much dynamic and so much talent. Like you actually have a downhill threat in the pick and roll. When Fred go downhill, they just gonna wait till he jump and block his shit out of bounds, or he's gonna be deterred and he gonna have to go and dribble the ball out the paint. When Amen coming downhill, you gotta either you gonna get the fuck out the way, or you gonna commit to him, or then he gonna dish it, or something's gonna happen. So yes, you may turn over the ball a little bit more, but there also may be so much more like dynamic ability at that position that is making up for what you're losing. So yeah, Fred being careful with the ball. Have you ever heard people say Chris Paul? I know this is completely unrelated, but have you ever heard people say he an assist to turnover merchant?
Yeah, he one on one.
Like he will not make a pass if he thinks that it's going to lead to a turnover, even if it can make a play. Like that's a bad thing as well. Protecting your assist to turnover ratio, it can be a bad thing. You could be a selfish player because you don't want to make a pass because you don't want to mess up your numbers, or being an efficiency merchant, like some people say.
It's part of, you know what I'm saying, it's part of making, like you said, it's making the right play than overplay. You don't want to just dish it to this guy and he's not, you know, set up for success. You want to make the right play, and that's what a point guard mentality is. Like we don't have those type of mindsets right now. Like if Ahmed Thompson is put in that position of making the right play over than just taking his talents or athleticism or going downhill. Like I don't want Ahmed Thompson to be in a Giannis situation when you have KD, you have Alper Sengun, you have options that you could dump it to. You can set up plays. Yeah, we give you Rich.
Wait, what about Giannis?
I'm just saying I don't want Ahmed Thompson to have that mentality of always going downhill when the ball is in his hands. I want him to have some point guard, half court settings.
If Giannis had KD, he would not have that mentality. If Giannis had Sengun, he would not have that mentality. Giannis, large portion.
Correct. So I don't want. That's what I'm saying, Red. I don't want Ahmed Thompson to have that mentality. I want to have some half court
mentality personally.
Right.
Can I make a point real quick?
Go ahead, Pastor.
One of the persons that brought up about I think I brought it up, or somebody else brought it up too, about what Fred VanVleet got, the opportunity. Y'all got to understand these guys are ball players. They got drafted for a reason. They got drafted in the position they got drafted in for a reason. But a lot of times in the NBA, because of the financial structure, because of the way the team is rostered, because of favorites, all this stuff, players don't get the opportunity. Right now, the Rockets have an opportunity to prove that Reed Sheppard, who's on your screen, is worthy of a third player picked. He's worthy of that. That's the third best player in his draft. I'm not starting guys that make $2 million or guys that are coming from the G League over this dude when I invested third player picked money in him. And y'all have to follow the money. It matters. Now, as a fan, you give two craps about the money because you're not writing a check. Put the best player out there. It don't work like that because this is a business and you have investments. These guys are assets, but they are invested assets. You have money. Reed Sheppard's making what, 11 million this year? I'm not
10,
considering
11 million.
I'm not
He making more than Armor Thompson.
I know. I'm not considering putting a guy out here that makes $2 million or $1 million. No, I got to see if this man is worth it. Why? Because in a year or so, I gotta pay him. If he is, if he isn't, I got to figure out a way to maximize this investment and get something back for him that would possibly work for me. So all these suggestions of the Holidays and the JDs and all these dudes, it's not going to happen if they're smart. Give this man the opportunity and you protect him with a proper lineup that you can put around him. Because somebody said he's a defensive liability. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't see that out of Reed Sheppard. I don't know that.
No,
I watched what
his frame, his thighs and stuff.
I didn't see defensive
mentality.
liability.
I saw Fred be a liability.
Yeah, I didn't see him
the
be a
defensive
defensive
mentality
liability,
is
so
there
I don't know that
for
about
the
him.
Reed
But
Sheppard.
I personally think for balance on your team, to keep your bench the way it needs to be, and to give guys the opportunity they deserve from being picked when they were picked, and knowing what we got coming up in the next year or two, put him out there. Put his butt out there, protect him with all these defenders, because you're still going to have long KD on the court. You're still going to have long Amon on the court. You're still going to have long Jabari on the court to protect him. And you're going to have Sengun in there. You're still going to have guys to protect him. You're going to have them there. And I don't think he just throws his defense off to where he's just – and if he does start getting destroyed that way, at least I know, okay, this dude can't play no defense. How do I utilize him now? Do I make him a specialist? I got to find that out, though. I have to find that out. He came from Kentucky. Everybody,
hey, Green, thank you for having
everybody
me,
from Kentucky play defense.
Okay, salute to you, bro.
Go ahead.
Elder, I did have a question to that point, to you, Green, Moss, Elder, all y'all. So do y'all kind of think it was a perfect storm that Fred was coming off a bad year? Because it's like, it don't, you know what I'm saying? Like the hit.
Whoa, DJ. It could be a blessing in disguise. You know, it could be a blessing in disguise as far as Reed Sheppard getting the rep that he's, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be deserved to be playing. You know, he's not playing on a trash team. That's the reason why he sat the bench most of the time, because we were on some win time, you know, mode. So, and now Fred gone, he can step into that role where he's supposed to be, because we didn't draft him just to come off the bench and turn, forever. Yeah. He got to replace Fred at some point in time. Maybe we 2-3 years ahead of that. So this is the best moment for him to get them rips. You know, so it could be a blessing.
He may not replace Fred, y'all. Like again, because of what you have, you got a 6'6", 6'7" Amon Thompson, who may be able to be your lead ball handler, your lead playmaker, and then let Reed do the scoring on the offensive end.
Right.
And let him be the shooter that he needs to be. He don't have to come in and fulfill the same role Fred do. But again, when you got I want to say this real quick. In Toronto, we didn't know who Fred was, did we? But they added an elite player in Kawhi Leonard, and then look who Fred became. Yeah, he became a contributor on.
I knew who he was. No, don't say that.
I mean, I knew who he was, but he played even better with Kawhi on this team and the role they put him in. And all I'm saying is we got KD now. They got KD now. What some of these guys, somebody said earlier, like these guys are going to step up with better players. I agree with that. Give them a chance to step up playing around greatness.
Hey, Pastor. I'll say this.
Hold on real quick, Matt. And define their role. That's what you want to take place. Let them define their role next to KD, because this is going to be around for the next 2 to 3 years.
I really hope that we have a high expectation for Reed Sheppard, guys. He better make
yes, sir.
He needs to hit shots, and he needs to compete on defense. And if he's not, then he should get his ass benched. And so don't get this twisted, because he didn't shoot the ball well last year, Pastor. Right, and so he's expected, because he's going to get so many open shots, and so he needs to make his shots when asked to. And so we can't baby this guy, right? He's
hey Miles, what he shot last year? 30%,
32% from downtown, and overall 35%. Listen, just real quick, Green. If we're going to get him in the starting lineup, and he's a so-called leader, you know, setting the table per se of the offense, or you know what I'm saying, the point guard, then listen, like, his task is heavy and it's tough and it's hard. And we should set a high standard, and it's not going to be easy, but he's on a championship caliber team. And so the expectation for me, at least, is high. Minimal turnovers, and make your open shots when asked to. You do that, bro, you got no complaints from me. Zero.
Mars, when you just to go back when you mentioned as far as it's still being a championship bust, that's why I disagree because I don't see no championship level point guard in Almond or Reed Sheppard. That's the only reason I'm pausing.
Thank
Okay, hold on. Why do we have to have a championship caliber point guard to win a championship, bro? Like, if y'all think Ahmed and KD and Sagoon are who we think they are, then
not just point guard, just pedigree in general, Mars.
But every team ain't got that, Green. But hold on, Green.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Okay.
To be fair, right? So why are we lowering the bar because we ain't got a prototypical championship level point guard? Like, that's not.
Yeah, but everybody's not in year 3 like Ahmed Thompson or in year 2 like Reed Sheppard or in year 4 like Jabari. That's the only reason why I sit back. Fred was going to bring all that in the point guard position. He just knew his role. That's why he took less, and he was still going to be the player that he was. And we know KD needs a championship level player playing alongside him.
He has one. I mean, he has Ahmed Thompson and RP Sagoon, who to me,
I believe Ahmed is a championship level player. I got you, Jada. I believe Ahmed Thompson is a championship level player, but not a point guard. Go ahead, Jada. My bad.
Yes.
No. I just wanna to speak to what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, bro, and I understand the concern, but at this point, if Ahmed is a good player and he's a top 20 player, which we think he's gonna be this year going into this season, bro. Hey man, and LP is a top 20, 30 player or whatever, however you feel about him.
Top 5 center.
Hey man, hey, however you want to put it. It's time to put up a shut up, bro. Fred down. See, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Fred has been a insurance policy for these guys to fuck up and not really be able to, not do what they supposed to do at all times on the court. Fred was that guy to alleviate their stress. He ain't there no more, bro. He missed a lot of games last year because of injury, and we seen what he meant to this team. But going into this season, the mindset got to be, hey man, ain't no more codependency. Everybody got to do their role, play their role, play to the best of their ability inside their role, and we'll be just fine, bro. Fred added a lot that was intangible to this team, bro, that you can't really put a finger on it. That's what Fred's gonna not have, going to the season. We're not gonna have that when it comes to Fred. But far as the ability, we got the ability on the court, bro. These guys can score. If we pick Reed Sheppard at 3, bro, and like Mom said, bro, if he can't hit the open shot and compete on defense, then we need to move on, bro. Like, real talk. We got to see what he got, bro. And you got KD here. He's a concise top league scorer, bro. We know what we got in KD. I just don't want to add so much pressure on KD with the ball handling and all that. I want him to get buckets and get busy in the fourth quarter for all that ball handling, all that. That's why I don't agree with Red Blogger, bro. With that, I don't want him handling the rock that much like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I need at December 15th, we still need to bring a guard in here. We ain't got to trade for it, but we need to bring a guard in here that can handle the ball at least, bro. And as far as insurance policy, just in case we lose one of our other guards. But my thing is this, bro. If LP is the player we think he is and gonna be, if Armin is the player we think he is and gonna be, hey, bro, the time is now. And that's
I agree, J-Dog. Because what are we doing? I mean, Greenleaf, Kevin Durant, like, there's no guarantee that we re-sign Kevin Durant or KD don't come back next season. Like,
I'm just saying, I don't want to see no Game 6 KD versus Milwaukee for a whole 65 games.
What you mean?
It meaning damn near averaging a triple-double all season long when he had 37 years old. Then the playoffs come, some shit might happen. I'm just saying, I don't want to see that's isolation scoring and stuff like that. But that's Ime Udoka, you know what I'm saying, side of it too. But
I know, but
come out with KD.
But Green, even with Fred VanVleet not being there, this situation for Kevin Durant is not like it was in Brooklyn when he had to do all those things. Like, he has people who can relieve him. Take the load off of him, for crying out loud. Like,
but they're not ready yet. They're not ready to take the load off for a superstar like Kevin Durant.
So
Kevin Durant has to.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
So I don't. But now we're asking Kevin Durant to have more of a workload now.
So we
You know
can't
what, Green?
with no Fred and with these young players still.
You know what, Green? I think of it like this. I think this the problem. It's an unknown because it's like, to Green point, that's how I'm thinking. It's like either we looking at LeBron when Kyrie and Love got hurt and it's just him versus Golden State, or Şengün and Ahmed gonna help when it ain't like that. But
that's
we
a
don't
bad
know.
example, bro. No, that I disagree 1,000%. That's a bad example. We can't give the ball to Alperen Şengün, pastor, and say, "Go to work, big fella," and carry some.
That's what I want. That's what I want, man. That's what I want.
Should
be able to.
Go to Ahmed Thompson and say, "Go get me 20 and 10." We can't go Jabbar. I mean, Green.
Mr. Moss. I'm not saying that I don't want that. I'm just saying I don't want that. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
and at the same time, I don't want KD in that position. Like I just said, going for a damn near triple double every night. It's good for him individually as a player, but that you can't. We're not gonna win no championship.
But what makes you think Kevin Durant's gonna give you 10 rebounds a game when you got Şengün, Steven Adams, Ahmed Thompson, and Jabari Smith? He ain't got it no more. I ain't
saying he's going to do that. I said I don't want him to do that. So that being said, that's putting Ahmed, that's putting Şengün, Jabari, and you know what I'm saying, Reed Sheppard in a position to step up as a team, as young players, to help this older player get to the promised land without Fred VanVleet championship caliber, player on the court at the same time. So
last point, Green. Bro. If Jalen Williams and OKC and Cason Wallace and Chet Holmgren and all those young guys over there, right, can do what they're supposed to do, why can't our guys do it?
For one, it's a different dynamic of the team. You know, they do it different ways. You know, they play defense just like we play defense. Shea scores just like Kevin Durant can score. Kevin Durant can give you what Shea can give you in the playoffs as far as numbers wise, as a number one scorer and things like that. So then when you're looking at your number two, that's Jalen Williams. Who's that number two that's giving you that scoring 20 points a game or 20 points a series or 22 plus? Şengün, right, Elder? So we just a different dynamic. So then that brings in Ahmed Thompson. What is he going to provide going forward? So like, I'm not saying it's not fair, but at the same time,
I see
can they bring that to fruition?
You still got.
You just saying we got to see.
You just saying you still got questions that need to be answered. I got you, bro.
I just think you can't answer questions without the opportunity.
All
the guys we named in Oklahoma City, they got the opportunity last year to prove it. The whole season with all the injuries, they got the opportunity to prove it.
Right.
Give these guys the opportunity to prove they're worthy of the draft pick and the money that they're making. The third, fourth, third. Look at all these top 5 draft picks you got. Let them go prove their top 5 draft picks.
I'm glad.
If not, now it's time to go ahead and get rid of them. Now you know what you have.
Pastor, I'm glad you mentioned injuries for OKC because now the Rockets need to do the same thing. Like, you can still compete and do what you got to do. It's going to be different, but nobody feels sorry for the Rockets, guys. Like, so
no. Yeah. I feel what you know. I feel what you're coming from. You know what I'm saying, Paul. So as far as like the championship pedigree team, we was already there. Just Fred VanVleet. He had a bad season. I don't think Fred VanVleet was going to average 14 and 6 coming into this season or throughout the season going forward, playing along with these guys, taking another leap. But at the same time, that presence is not there. So we forcing Reed Sheppard. We forcing Jabari. We forcing Ahmed Thompson. Really, Ahmed Thompson, we forcing him to be something incredible. We forcing Ahmed Thompson to be a point guard, dunker spot, playing defense on whoever. And you know what I'm saying? First team, like, I think he has the talent to be there. But as far as like shooting, it's going to be a detriment because that's what we be missing as far as a team.
Greenleaf is not Ahmed Thompson projected to be a max player? Yes or no?
Yes.
So we're not putting any expectation on him that's not already there. If you're projected to be a max player, you're supposed to go out and be special. You're supposed to go out and do multiple things. You're supposed to be able to do all of this. So it ain't no big deal. Now he just gets the opportunity to do it. He does. That's it.
True. But we actually draft him as a guard, right? I'm gonna let you cook, DJ. But we've asked him.
What I'm about to say, you got it.
We asked him drafted to be a guard. I wouldn't say a point guard, but he was drafted to be a point guard or guard. So we took him out that role because he wasn't ready yet, there yet. Put him in a dunker spot, play defense, still be an overall player to that degree. Second year, you get a little ball handling duties, but it's not to a degree where you're a full-fledged guard. You're still coming in the game. He's still coming off the bench for whoever. Then Jabari go down, and then his impact of the game is there. That's what I'm saying. Like, Amir Thompson's impact of the game as a basketball player, I believe he's a championship basketball level player, whatever he is out there. But if we ask him to be a full-fledged point guard and then still do this, and that, I have to, still have to see it. But I'm not in disbelief that he can't. I just have to see it as a championship level player, point guard.
You should be excited because now he gets the opportunity to prove it. He gets the opportunity to prove that he is a max level player. People will say he's a point, he's a 2, he's a 3. That's irrelevant. Be out there, be a dominant player on the court, on the offense and the defense. Let me put it this way: be a major impact player on both ends of the floor. And then he'll be worthy of the max thing. He'll be worthy of the captain and the leader of the team moving forward. You see what I'm saying? And then he'll step up and do it. We saw him step up last year in the playoffs. He stepped up. So I'm glad that the opportunity is here. And again, I keep going back to Toronto, y'all. Look how much Fred stepped up when they got a great player around him. I expect these guys to step up because they have a greater player around them to make their job easier just by him being great in what he does. So step up, get it done. And then all these other guys behind him, they get the opportunity to slide up in the role and actually be a contributor off the bench for 20 minutes a game instead of getting only playing 40 games in a whole year because of blowouts. You see what I'm saying? Step up. Let's see. Y'all got all this talent. Use it. I guess that's what I'm saying. Use the talent you got.
All right, I just jumped on the panel, but look, I got one question. Everybody's saying opportunity, right? Look, Amir Thompson, he was all defensive first team last year, right? I mean, Houston Rockets, they haven't been giving out maxes. I'm not expecting a man to get a max. I'm thinking something like a little bit more than Şengün, but not the absolute max. The Rockets haven't gave none of their young players a max. And this is the thing what I was saying with opportunities. I heard a lot of Reed Sheppard starting on the whole panel. I don't agree with that. I compare Reed this year to Cam Whitmore last year. Everybody was saying give Cam an opportunity. Just give him a role. Give him guaranteed minutes every night. That's what I want with Reed. Give him 20 minutes every night off the bench with a Şengün or a KD on the floor. Because if he on the floor with all the starters, he disappeared. And I watched so many games last year where they throw Reed Sheppard in the pick and roll and use him every time to try to go at him because of his size. I understand he may be working on defense this year, but when I say opportunity, I agree everybody needs an opportunity. But my opportunity is Reed Sheppard come off the bench, get a guaranteed 15 or 20 minutes every night. We got 25 games till December 16th. That's a good enough sample size to see what's going on with him. If it ain't working out, I agree with you, Greenleaf, what you said earlier with like a Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday do not want to be in where he got traded to. What did Drew Holiday get traded?
He's in Portland, and they want him there now that they got Dame back. So
exactly. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but
they got
I remember when he first got traded, he said he didn't
want
to be there. So look, this is what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let everybody go. This the two things I want answered. After 25, and this hypothetical, say this first 25 games before we able to trade anybody, we go 10 and 15. Reed not showing you what everybody want. Like y'all saying, starter, he top 3 for pick for a reason, blah, blah, blah. If he not showing you that, are y'all open to a Drew Holiday type trade after those first 25 games if he not showing y'all nothing? And I feel like Amin has already earned his contract. Like, all defensive first team, it's not a lot of players that can do that. I feel like he earned a nice contract. Rockets ain't giving nobody no max except for KD maybe. But what do y'all agree, or are y'all 100% against this first 25 sample size? Seeing what Reed got, we already know what a man got, but he got to show more point guard. He played 1,500 possessions at point guard last year, so he got some experience. He just need more. But if we go 10 and 15, first 25 games, are y'all open to like a
Yeah,
trade
yeah.
with Reed, or
Well,
y'all want to 100%
it
give him the whole season, let him do everything he needs to do?
it depends. It depends on how we look. You know, it
Yeah.
depends on how we look. If we looking good, look like we can do some things with the growth and development in that scenario with Reed Sheppard and Ahmad Thompson in the star lineup or whatever the case may be, then yes, we stick with. That's what Raphael proven. He stick with the talent that he has internally. But if it's not working out and Fred's not there to make up what Reed Sheppard is not picking up, then yes, you might need to make some decisions, some moves, you know. But that's just on Raphael Stone and how the team may look. But not saying the talent ain't there.
I've been
I
seeing a
will
lot.
say this,
It's the
Trey.
second thing with the Reed Sheppard. So is everybody on the panel right now? Do y'all say Reed Sheppard should start? I say no. I say guaranteed 20 minutes a game. Let him
Hey,
get
who you
a
starting
consistent
then? Tell me
role,
who
but
you
not a start.
starting, brother. Tell me who you starting if you're not starting Reed
We
Sheppard.
don't
Who
have
gets
no
the
choice.
starter? Who gets the 30 to 35 starter minutes? Who gets it?
Okay, listen. This is my thing. It's either gonna be Tari or DFS. We're gonna have to, bro. We one of the biggest teams in the NBA. We gotta use.
So you want the big lineup?
We
You want
gotta
the
go.
big lineup?
Y'all gonna get run off the court.
It can be some smaller players, but in the half court, we already was a top.
I feel like we ain't got nothing to lose. We don't really have nothing to lose. We don't have nothing to lose with
Go
starting
big, you're
Reed
gonna have
Sheppard.
a lot to lose. Y'all gonna see why.
No, I'm saying if, we don't have nothing to lose with starting Reed Sheppard or putting Reed Sheppard
I
in that
agree with
position
that.
because you pushing him ahead, bro. This is the opportunity that he wanted anyway, that he needed anyway. He's a number 3 pick. You feel me, Trey? So like if he may on that train, well, I'm just going to play the guys that I want to win games. This ain't that type of season no more because I feel like one of your championship pedigree players ain't there no more. So now it's time to push forward to build an Ahmad Thompson up as your lead guard or one of your lead guards. It's time to push Reed Sheppard as one of your lead guard or your off guards because the time and the moment and the opportunity is there.
You literally just lost your 2 best ball handlers from last year in Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet. You're not going to replace it with guys that can't handle the damn ball. That's stupid as hell. And I'm just keeping it above.
Yeah, I've been listening for a long time too. I heard somebody else on the panel say Reed Sheppard got better handles than a man. He got more control over the ball, but like I say, I watch all the games. If you put pressure on Reed Sheppard, I watched the summer league. He'll pick up the ball at half court. That's what I'm saying. Like
that's where your coaches come in and you protect a player like that. Players have weaknesses. You got to protect them in their weaknesses.
I agree with that. I heard that early in the panel too. This is gonna be Ime's true year to show. For the last 2 years, I feel like I've been watching the same 6 plays Ime run. He gonna have to show his playbook and show his versatility.
All y'all talking about that Houston ain't gonna pay no max deals. All y'all saying Houston ain't gonna pay no max deals. Y'all finna get y'all feelings hurt real quick.
Hey, no, but Elder, the Trey point.
Get y'all feelings hurt.
I was gonna bring that up though. Elder Trey brought up a good point. We ain't gave nobody a max. They don't even want to give KD a max. So
nobody has earned it. Who's earned it? Who's earned a max deal?
KD.
Nobody.
What do you need to see? What do you need to see for a max?
KD ain't gonna get a max deal from y'all because of what he did for the last 15 years for all these other teams. He's still 36, 37 years old. So I get it. But Ahmad's in a perfect position to earn it. And they're gonna pay it or they're gonna lose him.
What does a man need to do to earn a max, in your opinion?
Besides, I said it earlier. I said it before you came on, right? I said it. I was the guy speaking right before you came on. He needs to be a major impact player on both ends of the floor. We already know he's going to dominate on the defensive end. That's already solidified. Now, offensively, he has to be a major impact player. I'm not even saying he has to make sure that his jumper's solid. What he's got to do is impact offensively. He's got to play make. He's got to do all kind of things on the offensive end, getting guys open, setting screen. He got to be an impact guy out there. Is what he got to do on both ends, and he gonna earn that max deal. I hope that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying, but I just need some type of numbers or something. Like you say, man, he gonna bring the defense.
Like
guaranteed.
a rookie.
What did he average?
Our man is a Swiss Army knife. His numbers are not as important as other guys that are specialists. When you're a specialist, your numbers really, truly matter all the time. I'm not saying his numbers don't matter at all, but his numbers don't have to look like others to get what he's going to get because of his impact. Amin is an impact guy. He has to be impactful. So let's just say Amin can go out there and average 16 points,
I was about to
8
tell you,
rebounds, and 6 assists. That's going to
No.
justify, and he's impacting the game on both ends. He'll be justified at getting the max
with
money.
this team, I'm thinking 19.
Exactly.
Everything else, 19.
You got a lot of scores, bro, and he got to get them going. Like Jabari scoring should go up. Reed Sheppard scoring should go up. You got all these guys that scoring should go up. Everybody can't go up. So and I did take him up from 14 to 16. That's still a leap. You see what I'm saying? That's still not a leap. That's still an increase.
I mean, Ben Simmons,
the
I believe he
bigger impact
had like
would be
18 points in
what's
the
he doing with the assists? What is he doing on the offensive end? What is he doing? Can he help the flow of the offense? Can he keep the floor space for everybody? All these things impact offensively. We know he's going to dominate defense. We already know that. So that's done. What can he do offensively to impact? And if he can go out there and be that playmaker that you don't have right now, and be that offensive impact that you don't have, be that slasher that gets to the basket and get your free throws to go up, he's got to be that guy. And if he is, you'll see his dominance. You'll see he's the team lead, and he'll be worthy of the max deal. And he's going to expect it, and he's going to demand it. And if Houston try to play games with him, they may lose the dude. So I don't think they will. If he worthy of it, he going to get it.
I'm honestly really not even worried about Amin because we know what Amin can do. Like, Amin has had a starting role last year. His position is definitely going to change. We're going to have to see, like, remember a couple games last year, like when he got that triple-double, Fred was out and he was running the point guard. We're going to need more like that, less jump passes and stuff.
He's going to have to go into
right.
full form. He's going to be his full form.
But I'm more worried about Reed Sheppard more than anything. Like I said, I don't even want him as a starter. But like y'all say, give him the opportunity. But we drafted him. Can we all agree at this point that him and number 3, that was a weak-ass draft? Yes or no?
Yeah. As far as the players that came out that draft, who went up on Ricochet, and then you had the Frenchies.
I haven't heard nothing about Saul or Ricochet. They number 1
but
and 2.
For the
who's that went to
Rockets, it's all about a fit. I think that's why they drafted Reed Sheppard, and that goes back to the Fred VanVleet downfall. Like, we putting Reed Sheppard in the position of what you're supposed to be in another year and a half going forward, and I think this was the prototype of year where, Fred VanVleet was going to take a significant, back end role because he's not getting paid $45 million, he's getting paid $25 million a season. So he's going to do more of letting everybody, stretch their arms. And now that he's down, Reed Sheppard gets to step up. Thompson gets to step up more significantly. So I just think that like you just pushing them ahead, man. You force feed.
And what Reed a top 5 projection anyways, regardless of who drafted him. He was projected top 5.
Every time about he was gonna be number 1 in all this shit.
He was projected top 5. I mean, no matter who was gonna draft him.
Right.
He had the highest 3
Let him
points
prove it though. Let him prove it is what I'm saying. Give him the opportunity to prove it.
Hey, shout out to, I got some cash apps real quick, y'all. I got some cash apps. Shout out to Andre in the cash app with the 10 bomb. He saved for our invisible tears. Shout out to DJ Generation with the 25 bomb, man. He said salute. Hey, salute to you, DJ. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel like always. You know what I'm saying? Salute, general salute. But yeah, bro, most cool. You in the building, man. Jump in this thing, man. But at the end of the day, man, I just feel like, Reed Sheppard should still be pushed ahead. He's a guard that, even though Fred VanVleet's not out there, at the same time, he has some reps with Fred VanVleet. He understands what Ime Udoka wants from him, and he understands the point guard that he needs to be for this team, or either off guard, with Amin Thompson, being a predicament of what the offense is. So I just think that it's time. It's time. It might be a blessing in the skies once again. Like that Fred VanVleet, the leadership, the championship pedigree is just still, irks me. It still haunts me, whatever it is right now. And, with Reed Sheppard and Amin Thompson being in the forefront of the guard duties, it's just, it just puts us in a position where I don't think we're going to be outside of the play-in, or we're going to be, number 2 seed in the West. We're going to be middle of the pack, still learning some things. You still have a Kevin Durant. Like people say, he's a superstar. He's an all-star. He's a Hall of Famer. He's an all-time great. So you still have that greatness on the court with this functional of a team. So when you play alongside guys like that, you learn some things. You get better at some things. So that's what I think that's coming. But I didn't expect this at all with the whole Fred VanVleet shenanigans going down with the ACL injury, and at the same time, we still on some growth shit.
Hey,
Okay, all right. Look, all right. My bad. I ain't mean to cut nobody out.
No,
This
go
is the
ahead,
last thing. All I'm gonna say is, okay, like I said, the first 25 games with the Reed Sheppard. Oh, y'all, we going into the season with 14 spots. We got one open roster spot. Are y'all at least? I personally believe. I think J Dog said it earlier. We need, cause it's all like hope right now. Like we hope Reed can step up. We hope Amin can really show what he is, and I believe Amin is that dude. And Reed is still open for me. But I think even if we don't trade Reed out, we need to bring in somebody with more ball handling than a Reed and
Exactly,
man.
bro. Now, that's all we've been saying. And to your point, Trey and Green, that's why I was gonna ask you, Green and Elder, is that I don't know about. I want to trust, but I'm really concerned about Reed's mental makeup. It ain't his skills or his IQ. Like to Trey point, I feel like if he get like I don't know how he gonna handle the pressure or even the actual game pressure, right? Like them feasting on him, looking like he lunch, and they guarding him hard or pressing him. I'm just really concerned. Like maybe he prove us wrong, but I don't know if he ready for that mentally.
Hey DJ, I seen an interview where they asked Reed Sheppard, you know, how you feel about, you know, Fred VanVleet. You know what he did? You know what he said?
What?
No comment. Next question, no comment. Type shit. So that just means he's like lasered in. He know his expectations.
I don't know why people act like
significant
Fred VanVleet moving to Timbuktu, like he ain't gonna be there to help the boy.
No, yeah, fact. He gonna be there. He gonna be in that ear.
He'll be right there on his ear on the bench to help him. I mean, it's basketball, y'all. The dude ain't a rocket scientist. He ain't
that dude gonna be there. He's just gonna see it from a different view, and they gonna lock in and be like a third secondary coach.
Played at Kentucky. I mean, he
Hey,
gonna be
real quick. Green, real quick.
What's up, Moses?
On the Reed Sheppard starting. Again, I'm on the Reed Sheppard starting. I'm against it.
Okay.
Like I said, he's never started at any level in his career. I don't think he started in high school, college. So I don't really see how he's gonna start in the NBA.
Started at Kentucky. What are we talking
about? Neither has Tyrese, and they want him to start
high school. What are we talking about?
I know for sure he didn't start in college. Maybe in high school.
He did. He started at both levels, bro. You're not finna get no darn scholarship to Kentucky, and you ain't.
He didn't start in college, guy. What are you talking about? He didn't start in college.
Oh my god,
bro, go check it out. I'm not finna argue with you. He didn't start in college.
He didn't start in college, but he played a big role at Kentucky, though, bro.
This is facts. Like, bro, chill out. So what I'm saying is,
he didn't start in Kentucky, but he played a major role.
I'm gonna go look.
He did play a major role, but he was off ball too. Like most of his plays, college was off ball.
I don't know.
He right.
Hold on, Moses. Didn't Tyrese, come off the bench for college for two college teams, right?
No facts.
Okay, so
facts. But his first, obviously, circumstances.
It's all about perspective. It's all about what Ime Udoka sees. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not saying none of you guys are wrong. We just give them
likewise.
hypothetical storylines.
Exactly.
Like that. So, but at the end of the day, Reed Sheppard is, if you're talking about filling a void at the 2 or off guard, that's Reed Sheppard, what he's supposed to be as a number 3.
Yeah, for sure. But starting for me is like meaning like giving him 30 minutes plus a night. It's I don't see that for a guy that hasn't started before.
That's too big.
It's a lot.
You have to throw him out there, bro.
I understand, for sure, but we can start at 15 and 20.
He getting paid what, $11 million, and Armin Thompson getting paid $9 million.
Definitely. Well, we can, like the guy was saying earlier, we can start at 15 and 20 and see how it goes from there. I think starting off with a big play like 30 minutes and starting, that's a lot. Number one. Number two, we also need a ball handler on the bench. So if we starting, who's gonna come off the bench to handle the ball?
Aaron Holiday.
He's getting. What you mean? That's all we got.
So we're gonna roll out Aaron Holiday and the bench players and expect.
Hold on. That's all we got, bro. That's all we got.
First
25 to 30 games. So when we're talking about Aaron Holiday being a backup point guard, he was a third string point guard. He did that last year, but he had a significant role. So we put in Aaron Holiday position at hand too as well. So it's like everybody that we have is my committee.
Backup point guard.
Bro.
Can I say this about Reed Sheppard? So technically, y'all are correct that he did not start. He only started 5 of the games, but the man almost played 30 minutes a game. You only got 40 minutes in a college game. So it's obviously he played starter minutes. And then he was freshman of the year in the whole country.
Elder, that's why I said he didn't start, but he played a major role.
I just don't see the problem putting him in that start position.
Drafting a guy third and then saying that because he just didn't come. That's semantics. That's like talking about what's his name? What's his name, y'all? They played in San Antonio.
Ginobili.
Ginobili. You want to make the point that he didn't start.
Exactly. Like there's a reason why he didn't start because you needed a ball handler off the bench.
That was the best role for the team, bro. It was the best role for the team. He ain't a starter because he's playing starter minutes.
We only have 4 ball handlers. We can't have all 4 ball handlers on the starting at the same time.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this.
That's my point.
You don't gotta go that route. You can keep the semantics of the starting thing in college. No problem. Here's the question that nobody's answering: who starts over him then? Who do you start in that spot? Everybody can say we don't want him there and try to give all these weak excuses of why he don't deserve it, which is third draft pick, being the third player pick.
Nobody said doesn't deserve it. We never said that.
$11 million a year.
I never said he did.
Nobody said doesn't deserve it. We say it's not ready. Nobody's talking about doesn't deserve it.
Because he hasn't got the opportunity. You don't know.
We've seen it. We're gonna see. First, we are preseason, so we're gonna see.
Again, here's the thing. Okay, no problem. Who's the start? I'm asking you now on that team.
Me personally, I would definitely like to see DFS start.
And that's your problem. You're going to get blown out by all these teams because now you don't have no ball handlers and you got slower guys out there. They're going to run you off.
Hold on.
The floor.
And the turnover ratio is going to be crazy.
How is that?
No ball handlers if you start DFS, bro.
You're going to be the worst ball handler team in the league.
So, man, Thompson can't handle the ball.
So you got one ball handler. What do you think?
Hold on. We talked about we don't want KD to just handle the ball.
Okay, I'll press you can handle the ball.
Somebody got to feed Shangoon though. Somebody got to feed Shangoon.
He's gonna get 94.
He not on point four. He ain't on point center set up Jokic type of shit yet.
Yeah, he ain't there.
He's not there yet.
Hey, go back and look at Indiana. Go back and look at OKC, the teams that did win, because you got aspirations to win a chip. You telling me they're gonna put a team out there on the floor with only one good ball handler?
Thank you. I think they underestimate. Like we still gotta stack up Rockets starting PG against everybody else's PG in the West, and it's ugly.
Again, you lost your 2 best ball handlers. You lost Jalen Green to trade, and you lost Fran VanVleet to injury. You're not going to replace it with a guy that can't handle the ball. He's old. He's over 30, and all he does is shoot and play defense. That's not the answer. That's ridiculous.
You guys can say you don't want KD to handle the ball. He wants to, but he's going to handle the ball.
And he's going to get. Guess what? KD is proven. Hold on, brother. KD is proven in his history. If you put him in that role, he's going to turn that thing over like apple turnovers. That's what he's proven. This is why you already got guys saying we don't want him to do that.
We have 3 guys. That can handle the ball starting. There's a man Thompson, LP, and KD. That's 3 guys. What are we talking about?
None of them are elite ball handlers.
So you
is Reed Sheppard elite ball handler? Is Reed Sheppard elite ball handler? What are we talking about?
He better than all of them.
How so?
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
So?
When have you seen?
Did you watch any Rockets games?
Did you watch it? I mean, bro.
Did you watch any Rockets games?
Please. So you guys trust?
Did he watch Rocket games? What do you mean? How so? He handles the ball way better than them dudes. He's a guard.
He's a guard. Okay.
He trolling you, Elder. You gotta be trolling.
Has he watched the games?
All right, I'm gonna let everybody go. This is all I want to say. We expecting somebody to come in and be a pure point guard and feel Fred.
We've never done it before.
Nobody gonna be able to do that.
Fred VanVleet's not a pure point guard. Fred is not a pure point guard.
Hey, if we saying all this about Reed Sheppard not being a starter, you know what I'm saying? Who is that? My boy Moses. But Tyrese is not a 2 guard. Reed Sheppard is more fit to be a 2 guard, off guard than Tyrese. Now, if we just want to go big, that's just a lineup scenario type of thing.
That'll be.
But I'm just talking about most of the 25 games, and I think Reed Sheppard should get that starting, call until it don't work. It doesn't work out.
And I'm not disagreeing with you.
I agree.
I'm not disagreeing. My point, I have just 2 points against that, which is Reed Sheppard has started before, and number 2, it would be much better if it comes to the bench because we need ball handling off the bench. That's it.
We needed more important at the starting position, though, bro.
We already have on Thompson.
You got ball handlers
We can't
coming off
spam
your
all this, so we're gonna put all ball handlers starting. So
No.
we're gonna handle the ball.
We're talking one guy, not all. One guy.
So who else do we have? Who else do we have?
You got this
Aaron
JD
Holiday.
Davidson dude. You still got the
Davidson.
Holiday guy. You still got all these dudes.
Oh,
You still got Jayshawn Tate who can handle the ball a little bit. You still got these dudes coming off your bench.
So you gotta have Jayshawn Tate and nobody and Kevin Durant.
Hey, bro, those dudes ain't making $11 million. They weren't the number 3 pick in the draft. There's an expectation that comes with it. Give the man the opportunity.
Nobody.
I'm not going to take no $2 million.
20 minutes is a lot of opportunity. 20 minutes is a lot of opportunity compared to starting and playing 30. 20 minutes is a lot of opportunity.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I hope Houston listen to y'all and do that dumb shit. They're gonna get their ass ranked. They will be 10.
We'll see. Then we'll
start this big lineup. Y'all talk about.
Then we'll see who's done. Then we'll see who's done.
They will be 10 and 15 by the time this stuff is done.
Not a problem. We'll see who's done.
That's a major problem.
Same ball.
That's a major problem. You're in the West and you trying to compete for a chip. That's a major problem.
This is what I'm saying. Did we watch the games? I watched the games, and I seen Ime take him out and put Aaron Holiday in his role. I still believe in Reed Sheppard. I agree with y'all. He needs an opportunity, but it's not like we haven't seen zero. I watched out of the 82 games, I probably watched 75 last year. And when Reed Sheppard, and it was mostly in the beginning of the season, just like this year, we got 25 game sample size. Earlier last year, it was like the first 20 games, Reed was getting guaranteed minutes, and then he fell out of the rotation, and he put Aaron Holiday in the rotation because his defense, and he disappeared. He kind of didn't want to shoot sometimes.
Hey,
his
Trey.
mental, like
Hey,
Bro was
Trey.
saying earlier.
Trey, I remember that game. It was against OKC. Me and Jada was up here squabbling. Why he made no goddamn? He ain't ready. I said, hey man, he just trying to see something. I bet he ain't gonna do it going forward. It was like probably the 10th game of the season. It was the second time we played OKC or some shit. So we get a huge sample size. You can't hide Reed Sheppard no more or whatever he may, you know what I'm saying, be hid from going to the bench. You have to throw him out there, bro. He's making his money as a rookie or whatever. We can't hide him. We have to throw his abilities and everything out there. The more playing time you get, the better player you become. Just by reps and opportunity. So we just don't know how much time, you know, Reed Sheppard has, whether it's long term or short term, how to work out with him being out there, because this will be the best moment for him to, you know, really produce what he's capable of.
Which I say this gonna define his career.
I think it's Pastor or somebody. I'm not 100%. You talking about like, oh yeah, y'all gonna see. I'm not 100% against Reed Sheppard. Like I say, I still believe in him, but from what I've seen so far, he got to show me. Like he hasn't. I agree with y'all. He deserves an opportunity, but and he most likely will start. But I'm saying I haven't seen this great ball handling or point guard skills that y'all have seen from watching the games.
No, we agree with you. We just saying he should get the opportunity. We agree with you.
Quick question. Have y'all seen Dorian Finney-Smith or Tari Eason run offense?
I never said Tari Eason at point guard. I said a starter.
No, because that's what's gonna happen when they do a full court trap and they trapping Armin in the starting lineup. He's gonna have to get a ball up to Tari or DFS, and they're gonna have to initiate the offense.
He does it all the time. He loves to give balls to his wings and tell him to bring it up. He does it all the time.
I agree with what you call. So like, I feel like defensively they gonna try whoever RPG, Armin or Reed. I think they're gonna test us and they're gonna try and trap us and pressure us and see if they're gonna fold.
And they're
not gonna let Armin set it up.
I'm not saying put old boy in the point guard position, because you don't necessarily have to have a true point guard. You do need ball handlers and playmakers though. And I said Amon can really offensively be your point, because he's a better playmaker. We know he can handle the ball. We know he can get to the basket. We know he can distribute. You put Reed Sheppard at the 2 offensively because he can shoot. Now, defensively, it's going to depend on the guards out there. Armand will take whoever the best guard is they got and put the other one for Reed. That's just how it's going to work. Reed doesn't have to have the responsibilities of running the offense. That would fall more on Armand. But you need shooting out there as well. You need somebody that can space the floor and still handle the ball, put it on the floor, get inside. Reed showed me he can do all of that. He got a midi game. He got all of that. Offensively, he got that. So put him out there and see if he can earn being the 3rd player pick and the salary that he got, and if he's somebody you can put in your future moving forward with Armand. That's another thing I need to see. This should be your backcourt of the future. If one person is picked 3 and the other one was picked number 3 or 4, whatever Armand was picked, this should be your backcourt of the future. I need to see how they work together. I need to see how they flow together as starters. And if it don't work and I see major problems, hey, this is the time to experiment and find that out.
That's a good point.
Well,
But you put DFS out there, bro, you finna get blown out. These teams are gonna run. That's all they're gonna say.
DFS played 2 guard for the Lakers last year.
No, he didn't. He never played.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's your squad. You should know that.
Yeah, you talking to the wrong person on that, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm a Lakers fan. He never played 2 guard. Stop.
Come on, man, stop it.
He never played 2 guard for the Lakers at all.
Like you said, man, Thompson is the point guard, right? All we need is shooting and defense at the 2 guard position.
DFS, the 40%. You need no. You missing the point, bro. We need somebody that can handle the ball.
Yes, sir. I understand that. Like I said, we keep talking about KD doesn't want to handle the ball. KD's gonna have to handle the ball.
We didn't say that. We didn't say he don't want to handle it. We said don't put the extra. Hold on, bro.
He can't be primary.
They said don't put the extra ball handle on him because that's what he showed in his career. He turns it over.
That's fine.
Don't put him in a position where he has to take that responsibility because he ain't good at it. That ain't what you got KD for. That's fine, sir. But it's gonna have to. Why? He don't do it well. He don't have to. You got other guys that can do it. Sir, like you said, on offense, KD de facto becomes your 2 guard because you're your best shooter, right? It's gonna run pick and roll with KD at
LP.
2 is gonna kill you. KD at 2
He's gonna run. Is he not gonna run pick and roll with LP or not? That don't mean he's a 2. So it's not handling the ball.
He's a wing. He's a small forward.
Bro, we don't have a problem with him handling the ball when it comes to setting up a play on a pick and roll. We're talking about running the offense already. Bro, we're talking about running the offense, set it up.
We already have a secondary ball handler. Like you said, we don't need to set it. We already have a secondary ball handler in Kevin Durant, and we have LP as well. We don't also need Sheppard as well in the starting lineup.
You don't want Kevin Durant starting your offense. You want him to be the finisher on your team.
There you go.
Going to start your offense.
There you go. That's what we're telling you. We don't want him doing that. But if you only got Armand, guess what teams are going to do? Take the ball out of his hand because you got nobody else. And then that's going to force KD to do it.
Or LP. We haven't talked about LP at all. I don't want him being a point center, but you don't have to. He can
want those guys initiating your offense is what he's trying to say, though.
That's not their strength.
Unless they got a new offense this year, you don't want them dudes doing that.
That's what they've been doing the past 2 years.
So you want to play? You want to
KD the last 2 years, bro.
So you guys were way more confident in Sheppard doing that over LP and KD?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
because that's what a guard does. Yes, I have way more confidence in Reed Sheppard than those guys being put in those positions. And it brings balance to my starting lineup. I don't have a bunch of forwards trying to play guard in my lineup.
Exactly. It don't mean he's better than him.
And they're slower. These guards are going to run past these dudes. You put I had DFS on my team this past year. He can't guard guards. The only people you want him on is power forwards and maybe some of them small forwards. He don't need to guard no 2 guards, no point guards. They will blow past that dude. And he's coming off an ankle injury. Y'all gonna be begging DFS to get his ass on the bench this year. Watch.
I think I see his confusion, Elder. I think he's looking at talent level and skill, not like what they position supposed to be.
Doesn't matter, bro. I mean, I get what you're saying.
We know Reed Sheppard is more talented than DFS. That's not the question at hand. The question at hand is what's better for the team. Exactly, balance. So
you want a balance of your starting lineup. You don't want a bunch of forwards starting for you. Because really, when you think about it, your center wants to be a forward. He wants to play power forward. He don't want to play center.
That's a good point. So
you're going to start a whole team of forwards is what you're going to do.
He likes the ball top of the key, bring the ball up. He likes to do that.
Just because he like to don't mean he should.
That's the thing. Again, we making our play.
Sometimes.
No. We're making our play finishers play starters. That's not good.
At the present time, he is the best option for them. I would actually start a guy like a Koji before I start one of them dudes because he can handle the ball better than that. He's not a shooter, but he can handle. And see, I don't want a Koji in the backcourt with Amon. I don't, because neither one of them are shooters.
Yeah,
somebody give me the balance with a shooter back there in the backcourt with him. Yeah, and I need more shooters than just KD.
That's a good point you brought up too, Elder. I don't think the other dude that's saying he won't DFS, you're not considering we need spacing too.
So DFS can't shoot now?
He can,
Yeah,
but
he can shoot.
he can't create it.
Come on,
Yes, he can shoot.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
He can't
DFS
create
can
a shot.
shoot, but they gonna close out hard, knowing he's not gonna want to drive past them.
Exactly.
Reed Sheppard, they have to cautiously close out on him because if you jump at him, he's able to have the ability to get to the mid post and shoot a little fadeaway jump in the mid. Nobody else gonna do that. DFS not gonna do that. Tariq's not gonna do that.
And the
I
court
agree,
vision
gonna
too.
shoot.
I agree with
And the
everything
court
y'all
vision.
saying except for that one thing he said. I do not agree in no way, shape, or form that Reed Sheppard can run the offense better than Şengün. I'm not saying Şengün is a point center, that he has handles, none of that. I'm saying running the offense in a half court. We have not seen Reed Sheppard do that. We've seen a much bigger sample size
I saw
of
Reed Sheppard
LP
do it a
doing
couple
that.
times last year. I did. I don't know what games you were watching. I saw him do it. I saw Reed Sheppard do that. Matter of fact, I saw Reed Sheppard do that against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I saw him do that
He
against
was
the Los
playing
Angeles
10 minutes a
Clippers
game.
last
How
year.
is he running the offense?
Yeah, they had it in his, and he was setting the offense up. I saw it, and he did
26 that game. Yeah, I think 26 that game.
He was balling out in them games.
Yes, when he had the point guard spot, and there was no starters on the floor.
He was starting.
He started that game. He was starting those
Which
games.
game you talking about?
Towards the end of the year, go back and look.
They played OKC.
When we had the playoff seed clinching,
But again, those other teams had their starters out there still.
That's what you
because
said.
they needed those wins. They didn't play their backup player. Again, Reed Sheppard needs the opportunity. If you're going to give it to him, why not start the season this way? Why not? This is you looking at the screen. This is your third. What was Amon pick? Was he fourth or third?
Changing the argument. You
was Amon
20 minutes
this
is
is
enough
what I
opportunity.
said.
20 minutes
I
is
have
enough
not seen
opportunity. I don't get it.
I agree he needs an opportunity. What I said, I have not seen Reed Sheppard run the offense better than Şengün. I haven't seen.
You don't have a better player to start over Reed Sheppard. That's what you haven't.
You making a different argument. That's
no, it's not. If you hold on,
That
it's
is
not a
not what I
different. Hold on,
said.
bro. Hold on. It's not a different argument if you're saying take him out of the starting lineup. So now you got to replace him.
That is earlier what I just said. I have not seen Reed Sheppard run the offense better than Şengün.
They got different roles.
No problem. That's fine. But again, your argument is being said so that you can take Reed Sheppard out of the starting lineup.
I already said he already locked into the starting lineup. You keep bringing up other stuff. I'm
sorry. Did y'all hear him say that? I'm sorry. My bad, homie. I didn't hear you say that. I did not hear you say that
earlier, and I've been listening, bro. I've been listening.
I didn't hear you say it, brother. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I did not hear you say that. My bad. That he's locked in the starting line. I did not hear you say that. My bad. I thought you were arguing against him in the starting lineup. That's what I thought all this was about.
At this point, I think he's gonna start. It is what it is. I said I agree with the opportunity. I started saying no, give him 15, 20 minutes because I don't think he's ready to be a starter. But at this point, I think it's just gonna happen, and we just gonna see. So it's whatever.
I get it. You're double talking now.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not double talking.
Hold on, bro. You're saying he's locked in, but you're saying he don't deserve it. I get it. I get what he's saying. He don't deserve it, but he's locked in. That's what you're saying. I get it.
So let me ask you this, bro. Because I need a clarification. Run the offense better than LP. When LP ran the offense, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I never said when I say run the offense. When
run
we
through
had
LP
the worst,
is what you mean. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, because the LP I seen in the run the offense.
Now I'm trying to get clarification because I think he meant something else. I hope. What you mean, bro? You meant running through LP? LP don't run no offense, bro.
That's what I was trying to tell him, J-Dog. They got two different roles and responsibilities. So I don't even know how you got that conclusion.
Yeah, I think that's why I say, man, maybe if he clarify what he mean by that, then you'll have a bit more of an understanding of what point he's trying to make. Because if you saying get a ball to LP and let him run out, we need to goddamn be changed up some shit because that ain't go,
Hey, J-Dog, he may go get fired first week if he tried it.
You goddamn right. LP, you can't run no offense. You can run the offense through LP. He make good decisions, but you
Hey, J-Dog, I'm still waiting on somebody to give me a viable option that you have on your team right
They
now,
can't,
that's a
Elder.
better option than Reed Sheppard starting for
Well,
y'all.
you
Bringing y'all back.
know it ain't no option, bro.
Yeah, he's the best option you have, and he's the option that you should get because of what you're paying them. You picked them third. Show why you picked them third. Show that you have a little trust in the man. Now, if he goes out there and stinks up the joint, now you realize he ain't who he is, and now you can make a decision to move his butt and get something for him. If he just can't fulfill the role, you're going to need him on this team. Because honestly, I keep saying it. You're looking at your future backcourt. This is your future backcourt right here. This is it. So with Fred going out now, which again, I blame the Houston Rockets because you saw how bad your team got last year when Fred got hurt. You should have made a priority from that point to make sure that you were prepared if Fred went down again and you didn't do anything, in my opinion.
I agree, Elder. That's
they
the
may
most
say, hold on.
frustrating thing.
They may say we did because we trust Reed. We trust the guys. They may say that. They may show us that, no, we didn't need to make moves because we already had the guys on the bench, just like Oklahoma City does. Oklahoma City don't have to go out and make moves. They just move a guy up from the bench, and he's prepared, and he's ready, and he goes in, and he produces. That's what Houston needs to do. Give them the opportunity.
I believe that, though. I'm going to be real with you. And I've been telling Green this. I think showing that they'll move off of Cam the way they moved off Cam for two second round picks, bro. I believe they focus is on Reed Sheppard, bro, and his growth and development, and I think they believe in it.
You gotta see it. Hey, Atlanta, is he trolling talking about he want Austin Reeves?
I seen that.
Y'all saw as soon as he got hurt, them rumors started. Because y'all definitely need a player like Austin Reeves would be perfect in y'all system.
Would you trade Reed Sheppard for Austin Reeves?
Hell no. I don't even take that call. I don't even on that. If I read that on a message from somebody there, I don't call back. Hell no.
Wait, as a Laker or as a Rocket? You saying hell no as a Laker or as a Rocket?
As a Laker. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan. Hell
yeah, I know. I didn't know his perspective. I know he's a Laker fan. I just know what
we want to try Vanessa real quick.
Hell no. If I'm the Rockets, I would definitely be putting that shit on the table, though. I'd be trying to do that. I would be. If they stupid enough to give me, say the Lakers know that Austin Reeves is not going to resign with them and not saying nothing. If I'm the Rockets, I'm trying to make that happen. I'm trying to do that. Hey, let me give you, because the salary ain't much different. Let me give you Reed Sheppard. We'll take a little bit of Austin Reed's salary, give you a first-round pick or something for him, too.
Man, but what are you asking for? What are you asking for, though? What are you asking for when his contract is up?
Who? Austin Reed? He's finna get 30, bro. He's finna get a minimum. Ooh. And say, hey, when that got public, y'all, that he gonna take 30 mil, San Antonio came out. That's why you're seeing now they're talking about him going to San Antonio, because San Antonio telling his people they're gonna give him 40. They telling
we wanted him too at one point.
Behind the scenes. Well,
we wanted him too at one point. Remember that?
40. I ain't gonna say 40. Let me retract.
Like 35.
I don't know the number. What they're saying is that they're saying we're gonna give you more than that. We're giving you more than 30 a year.
How can San Antonio afford all of them, though, Elder? Because they already paid De'Aaron Fox. They're going to have to pay Wemby.
Well, again, if you're going to do the thing, you're going to trade. They're going to do a sign and trade to get him. So one of them guys going to go. I think they quietly want to get rid of De'Aaron Fox. I don't think they're going to tell everybody because they're loyal. You know, they do what they say. That's why they re-signed De'Aaron Fox. But I think they actually want to move him now that they got the one dude, the number 2 pick. I think they want to move him.
Hey, J-Dog. Y'all don't think we can lure, Derek White away from
Hell no.
We can't lure Derek White.
Nah, bro, we'd be better off probably getting Drew Holiday than Derek White, bro.
I don't think you get either one of them dudes. And you know, salary is the problem too, y'all. Them dudes.
Yeah, Derek White make
34, y'all. Drew make like 34.
I think I seen Derek White 28.
Yeah, the money is the problem. The money is the problem.
And that's why I say if it don't work out in 25, 30 games, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Rafael Stone might pull the plug and want to trade Reed Sheppard and all that shit.
Who you gonna trade? Reed and who?
I get rid of Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm keeping Torrey.
Again, Dorian Finney-Smith, that's only $24 million between those two. Because Smith making 14 and Reed making 10.
Draft picks.
You still gotta right there. You got to give up.
You got to make them. Yeah, you got to give them more.
Boston, Boston ain't taking no money. Y'all remember, they're trying to get rid of money, so they ain't finna eat no salary. You gonna have to eat some salary. to trade with Boston.
We can't eat
Man, fuck it. Oh, excuse my language, man. Hey, we may well rock out with our cock out with the score that we have, man.
Yeah, we got to.
That's why
Hey, old boy putting together a nice trade, pal. I'm sorry, I'm looking at what Atlantean saying in there. He's saying he would do Austin Reeves, bro. That's tempting right there, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
What's up with Atlantean, man? What's up with Atlantean?
If I'm the Lakers,
come up here and cook your ass.
If I'm the Lakers and I know I'm gonna lose him, that's very tempting. Now, if I don't know I'm gonna lose him, I'm not even thinking about it. But if I know I'm gonna lose him, that's tempting right there.
Hey, Elder, I get it as a Lakers fan, it is, but ain't no way in hell I'm giving Torrey to the Lakers, bro. If I'm the Rockets organization,
I wouldn't want to give Austin to the
I ain't doing that shit.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the perfect thing about this, y'all. Austin Reeves would be the perfect backcourt for Armand Thompson.
He said Torrey. He said Torrey and Reed Sheppard for who?
For Austin Reeves.
Torrey
and Y'all got to give us somebody else, Elder. Y'all got to give us somebody else.
No. That's what Atlanta.
That's what Atlanta.
Oh, that's what Atlanta said.
Atlanta proposing.
But I'm telling you, if I know I'm losing Austin Reeves, that's extremely tempting. Because you need wings like Tari. You need wings like Tari. You do.
Yeah.
And then Reed Sheppard, I mean, still a shooter, y'all. He's still 6'3" shooter, handle the ball. I mean, that would be extremely tempting if you know you're losing Austin. If I'm not getting rid of Austin and Austin ain't going nowhere, I ain't taking that phone call. I'm telling you.
And Austin Reeves don't play no goddamn defense, man.
Hold on. That's why you want him next to old boy. He's the perfect fit. Yes. Almond can play D for both of them.
I mean, yeah, because we got Reed Sheppard, you know what I'm saying? He's 6'2".
That's why
he give effort, but you know, Austin Reeves is bigger. He can be a more of a playmaker, better shooter.
Scorer,
right now, just for right
better
now.
Player. Yeah, he's just a way better player.
Elder, would you throw in Connect with that? Reeves and Connect for
honestly,
give me Dow Connect too.
Thank you, Green. We need him.
Hold on. If I'm going to lose Reed and I know it, Reeves and I know it, and y'all throw a first round pick in there, I would do it. Hell yeah. Now the Lakers ain't. I'm gonna tell you now, they're just too low. I would give you Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect for Reed Sheppard, Tari Eason, and a first round pick.
That's a fair trade. That's a fair
trade. I would
do
that. If I know, hold on. Let me be specific. I'm gonna say this over and over because you know how people like to soundbite me. If you know you're going to lose Austin Reeves, I would do that deal. If I'm not losing Austin, I'm not taking that phone call from Houston. I don't want him in Houston. I don't want him on no Western Conference team. I don't want to lose him. I want to keep him if I'm the Lakers. But if
even with a Phoenix first round pick,
say it again.
Even for a Phoenix first round pick.
I don't care what.
This year. Oh no, it's next year.
What first round pick? Honestly, I don't care.
Okay, he got our pick,
I would
right?
take any first round pick. I would take any first round.
Future assets though.
Yeah, because first round picks are so much more valuable now. So much more valuable. I would take any first round pick.
I'm saying if you know you can keep Austin Reeves instead of our first round pick, would you take that Phoenix first round pick with that package that you just said?
No, he's saying if they can keep Austin Reeves, he ain't doing no deal.
Yeah, if I'm keeping Austin Reeves, I'm not trading nobody. There's no package you can put together for me to make me want to move Austin Reeves. None.
Got you.
It goes in there, babe. That's the only one.
I think Reed Sheppard and Luka might be a good backcourt, man.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice backcourt.
Reed Sheppard do play defense.
I thought, they saying Reed don't play D. I didn't.
No, he do, man. He played defense.
He was okay.
Hey, niggas ain't hoopers. Niggas ain't no sports fanatics, man. If you get effort on defense, bro, like even some league, G League, the nigga average 50 in the G League, so he don't belong down there.
No, he don't.
And then you know what I'm saying. This past summer league, you seen Reed Sheppard being I was looking for point guard duties, but they made him a scorer. And you see the volume. They made him a volume scorer. You feel me? And he's still doing his thing, but at the same time, I want the point guard duties because I know what the Rockets trying to set up for him in the future. And that's being a point guard, off guard type of nigga.
You know Reeves can play it.
I mean,
6'5". He played at Oklahoma.
He has experience.
That booker can play it. He can play the point. He can run the show. No, I don't want to give you Austin Reeves at all. Hell no.
And then to a certain degree, I don't want to give y'all Reed Sheppard because it might be he might be a gem, man. He might be a gem, man.
I think he could be a perfect fit next to Armand Thompson.
I think so too. Like you said too, Pastor. And that was facts. I was behind the scenes listening, Pastor. But that's the point. That's the 1-2 of the future. So we're ahead of schedule right now. That's the 1-2 for the future.
He just gets an opportunity to prove it a little faster than y'all wanted him to. I agree with that, Atlanta. He said we need Tari defense bad. Yes, I agree with that 100. That's the only reason Luke and them can't make it, because the rest of the guys would have to be great defenders. You would need 3 great defenders behind Luka and Reeves, since they're below average defenders. Now, Luka lost the weight. Shoot, they had that booger in the Euro. What they say? They had him for in voting for the defense, the Euro thing. So hopefully Luka playing more defense now. If Luka's playing more defense, I already know that Austin Reeves actually gives the effort, y'all. He's just too weak. He just ain't strong enough for the NBA.
No, this is not his mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's not JJ Redick mentality. That's not nobody that he's looking at on the court mentality as far as like giving your effort on defense.
I need guys like Tari around them though. I do. We thought we had that in Vando. We thought we had that in
That's
Vando.
where the effort come in at.
He just can't stay healthy. Vando just can't stay healthy. So
yeah, Vando, man.
But we need guys like that. They can guard 1.5, 2 guys to make up.
Can y'all imagine if Ime was Lakers coach and he put that defense mentality with Luke?
Nope.
Well, you gotta have a player because you can have Ime.
They locked in on JJ Redick. They just extended him too.
They just extended that dude. I don't know why, but I don't get it.
You don't know why, Elder? I mean,
he did
number 3 in the West. Number 3 in the West.
He did.
First year coaching.
Yeah, he did. And I think part of that is for them showing that, and just hear me out, y'all. I think part of that move was because the news coming out today was that LeBron never wanted an extension, and the Lakers wouldn't offer it.
Really?
See, that's been revealed finally that he actually wanted it and never got it.
They forced him. You think they forced him?
They wouldn't give it to him.
Decision?
He wanted one, but they wouldn't give it to him. So now you extend old boy. Now they're trying to make it look like that move to get JJ didn't have anything to do with LeBron. They're not tied together. You see what I'm saying? It's a strategic move to show, no, we still love JJ. It ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. We're moving on from LeBron, not JJ. So they're trying to show people this wasn't just a LeBron decision. We wanted JJ. So that's why they do the early. Because the thing about, he had a 4-year deal. Why the hell are you extending him now? You only went 1 year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't need to extend him now. But I'm telling you,
that's a 10-year extension right there.
Well, it's probably a 2, but still, now he.
No, I'm saying on top of the 4 years, Elder, and 1 year, and then you extend it. I don't know you know what I'm saying. I don't know the years,
it's
but
probably just a 2-year or 3-year. Because I think it's by what each year goes more like. If you sign on this year, you can get a 3-year. If you sign the next year, you're only gonna get 2. It's only a length. It's a certain amount of length. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2 or 3-year extension to get his contract. Because I don't even know if you can have contracts past 5 years in the league now. Can you? I don't think you can. Yeah. So if he had 3 left, they just extended him for 2. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. They just extended. But you didn't have to extend him. You didn't have to. There was no need to extend him. He was already locked up for 3 years. You didn't have to extend him. I'm telling you, they did that politically to show people we distance ourselves from LeBron James, not JJ Redick.
So they willing to just lose. So they willing to lose LeBron for nothing next year?
Hell yeah. Again, they didn't give up. Think about it. We didn't give up nothing to get LeBron. He came as a free agent.
Oh,
we didn't give up no players or nothing for him. He came as a free agent.
Hey,
we had cap space back then.
Somebody asked, hold on. Somebody asked in the comments, said, Isabel Dreams, can we talk about the future of the PG position of Reed Sheppard or Reed does not work out? Please, Greenleaf. I mean, what exactly do you mean, brother? Can we talk about the future of point guard position of Reed Sheppard? We've been talking about that for what, 2.5 hours now, bro.
I don't think that Reed Sheppard is your.
They go with Lenny. What up, Lenny? Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's your point guard of the future. Anyways, he may.
What's up with Lenny?
What it do, man?
What it do, Lenny? Who our point guard, Lenny?
I don't know. We almost forced to play Reed, but I don't know if he may gonna play Reed, bro. He may barely play Reed last year, so I don't know if he gonna start Reed. I don't know what we're gonna do. To be honest with
you, man, he might be forcing his hand to do it.
What do you think of that backcourt, Lenny? Reed and Thompson.
I don't know. I think it got potential, but I don't know what Reed gonna be. Is he that? We don't know yet.
2 guard.
You know what I'm saying?
2 guard.
That's why I think old boy is just a perfect
guards, yeah.
backcourt mate for him. He don't force Reed to be the ball handler because he can handle it. He's super athletic. Reed don't have to take the top point guards defensively because he can do it. I think he's the perfect backcourt mate for a guy like Reed Sheppard.
And Atlanta, it's like we force Reed and Armor to really be the players that they're supposed to be, even if it's supposed to be a year ahead or whatever, you know. But the window of championships, I think we forcing them to really, you know, produce what they're supposed to be. Now, if it don't work out with Reed Sheppard, because I think Thompson can be whatever on the court. He already proved it. You know what I'm saying? But Reed Sheppard is the one that I'm focusing in on. I'm keying in on Reed Sheppard playing alongside Thompson, or if it's best fit for him to come off the bench, you know, can he produce starters minutes too? So I don't know, man.
Green, I think you're overthinking it, man.
I'm overthinking,
you know why
bro.
I say that? Yeah, I think so, man. Because I think this. You got LP, you got KD. KD, bro, you don't want to put all that pressure on him for him to have to score every time down the court. But you got LP, bro. You know, he's an all-star. I think, man, Reed is a high IQ player, bro. He high IQ. He's not a dumb player on the court. He understands how to play basketball. He's not gonna overdo it. He's not gonna do too much. I just want his mindset to be aggressive when he got the rock. If he could do that and not be scared of the moment, bro, then it's fine. And I think that's what's gonna help is he got players around him who are not scared of the moment. We know Barr will make big shots. You already know what KD is. LP ain't scared of the moment. And Armand ain't scared of the moment, bro. You got enough players around him to protect him. You know what I'm saying? And kind of coach him up on the court to you know what I'm saying, to get his psyche together when it comes to not being scared, you know, to produce what he know how to produce it, which is to shoot the ball, which is what Ime said last year. You a shooter, shoot the goddamn ball, bro. That's what we put you on the court for. It's not that over dribbling, not to be setting up your teammates. When you open, let it fly. And don't think it. Don't think about it. And that's pretty much what you want it to be. Alma gonna be the aggressor and the setup guy. Go ahead.
No, my bad. You cooking, my bad.
Alma gonna be the aggressor and the setup guy for the most part. KD gonna do some of that too. You can get it to LP and let him do what he do off the dribble or whatever, however you want to, you know, set up your offense. But you got options, bro. Reed gonna be probably the fifth player on this team, bro, with the ball in his hands. And if he's gonna be a fifth option, you in good shape because he can shoot the rock when he open, bro. That's how I look at it. I don't overthink it, bro. I don't believe in overthinking this thing, bro. Yeah. Especially when you got especially when I'm almost through, bro. That's all I'm saying. Especially when you got high IQ players on this team, especially in the starting lineup. Barry not gonna do too much. He know his role. KD, same thing. KD know what he here to do. LP, all these guys, bro, are intelligent basketball players. You don't have a bunch of just high-flying athletes that really don't understand how to play basketball. They just understand chaos. It's enough of a balance on this team mentally when you start lineup for Reed to be able to get in where he fit in and produce, bro. That's how I look at it. That's really how I look at it, bro. That's why the more I see this thing play out, I think I'm gonna be cool. As long as Reed ain't scared, we fine. I just don't want his ass to be scared. And he shouldn't be.
Fix.
Yeah.
I don't think he was scared. I think he was more so trying to play a role we really don't want him to play, was trying to just pass the ball, you know, ball movement. Like right now, you're gonna be a finisher. When the ball kick to you, you a shooter. Yeah. You make your move. You ain't gotta worry about passing the ball to so and so because the ball getting passed to you.
Right. He gonna have opportunities because Almond, they gonna lay off for Almond, bro. They not gonna Almond, they gonna back up. They gonna back up or they gonna try to deny him the rock. That way they're gonna try to force Reed to try to, you know what I'm saying, set up the offense and things like that. And that's when you get that thing to KD. You can't you try to deny Almond, overplay Almond, and you get the ball to KD. We got options, bro. You feel me? We got options on this team, bro.
Did the coaching staff change it all this year?
No.
Or the same? Because
it did change. It did change.
I thought y'all lacked.
Elder. Yeah, it changed it all. You know, you got Fred and Lee on.
Oh,
You got
Fred
Fred
VanVleet now.
You got Fred
Well, that ain't
VanVleet.
gonna help.
I was gonna say I ain't know that.
Offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator.
Yeah, but I think y'all. One thing I thought y'all struggled with last year. I thought y'all offense totally lacked identity last year. Now I think scoring at the end of the quarters
On the offensive end, right? Because I think we were defensive. Okay, yeah.
I think on the offense, defense, y'all are 100.
Right,
Y'all are solid in the most on defense. I ain't concerned about your defense at all. I'm still want to see some creativity in that offense, even with Kevin Durant, because I don't want it to be just beat.
But is it going to come with Armin Thompson at the main point?
That's what
I'm high on Armin Thompson. I'm high
I
on
want to see it though. I want to see
man.
and utilize Armin Thompson's skills offensively for this offense with KD and Sengun. I want to see it because I don't want it to just be BS for 20 seconds and then just throw the ball to Sengun and KD and let them do something for 4. I don't want to see that. And that's what I felt like last year, that it was BS for 20 seconds and then let Jalen Green or old boy Dylan Brooks or Fred launch a crazy 3. That's how I felt last year a lot of the time. So I think they need some offensive identity and somebody that with some creativity to mix a lot of this talent together and fuse it so they can be efficient. KD gonna be efficient regardless, because you know him, he ain't gonna take a bad shot. You pass it to him and he knows it's bad, he'll pass it right back to your tail. KD just ain't taking no bad shots.
Not at all. We need KD to be aggressive though, man. You got look, can't be worried about your efficiency numbers, man. Get buckets, man. Put it up.
Hey, Lenny, do you feel like he need to be what type of leader do KD need to be on the team? We know he's not he's not a vocal leader, but what type of leader do he needs to be for this team? Not at Fred, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be on the sideline, but on the court, what type of leader do he need to be?
On the court?
Yeah, do he need to be more vocal? Like he ain't used to that shit. He's used to Fred probably taking that mantle, or Stephen Curry, or whoever he go out there like he did in Brooklyn, and then you know what I'm saying, he had CP3 for a short period of time. Then when CP3 was gone, I'm just a hooper again. Like, so do we need him just to be a hooper for the Rockets? Because you dealing with young niggas that can go.
I don't expect him to be too much of a vocal leader, but I expect him to teach the young men how to come in and do their business and put in their work. And I don't really expect him to be vocal.
You're gonna have to be somewhat vocal though, Atlanta. He still got a team full of youngsters, bro.
J-Dog, he ain't never been there though.
Hey, LC think y'all gonna be like the Lakers was last year. He said y'all gonna have 3 20-point scores this year.
He might be close, man.
He said,
we're gonna have to do it by committee once again. So it's gonna be differently. But J-Dog, I'm saying, like a vocal type of leader, KD. What type of level does KD have to play this year? As far as Fred not being there, you do have Ime Udoka, but like,
I mean, in moments, bro, when they need plays and things like that, bro, KD gonna have to organize these guys at times, bro, and get them in the right position. Yeah, we was number 2 seed, bro, but a lot of that had to do with Fred. And Fred, they been hearing Fred's voice since day one, since Ime been here. You feel me? So KD gonna have to do a little bit. I ain't talking about being the heartbeat of the team like Fred would, but he gonna have to do a little bit of organizing and things like that when it comes to kind of getting with the guys and kind of keeping them in position and things of that nature with the spacing and stuff like that, bro. Because Armour's still a young player. He still a lot of shit he did last year. He leaned on Fred to be that guy, you know, to get them organized and get them in position. So KD gonna have to be a little bit more vocal on the court when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
hey, Hollywood Herm in the chat say VanVleet getting hurt actually was best for Houston. I think Reed is better suited for this team. I mean, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
Long term, Herm. Goddamn.
Hey, Greenleaf, I ain't gonna lie, that question you proposed to J-Dog is to be fair, Kevin Durant hadn't had to be a vocal leader since he left OKC.
Right.
So we don't know if it's his first young team since then.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you have to teach a young, you know what I'm saying, unfocused Jalen Green every night. Man, be focused. I don't think you have to necessarily do that with, you know, Armin Thompson, Jabari, and Alp and Tyrese. them dudes are go-getters. You feel me, Vic? So not necessarily that, but if you're in a bunch, if you're in a funk, somebody got to be vocal. Somebody, it ain't always got to be Ime Udoka. I seen Fred VanVleet talking to certain guys on the sideline when Ime Udoka setting up plays, setting up shit. Like Fred telling niggas to lock in. Can Kevin Durant do that part? Can he do that part to lock these dudes in?
I think he
When I'm
can,
out
bro.
there hooping with you, not just being on the sideline like Jeff Green was or Steven Adams not playing that night. I'm saying lock in.
I think he can, bro. I think KD he underserved himself, bro. He shouldn't. He don't do it. He hadn't really did it since probably OKC, but he hadn't had to. But this is a lot younger team, bro. These guys are motivated to win. You already see that without him. So what he's going to provide is just veteran leadership when it comes to being in the right position to make things happen for them, to create easier possessions and opportunities for these guys. The way he see the game at his 17, 18 year, it'll help them, bro. And he could bring that knowledge on the court and to keep them, locked in on what to be, how to be in different aspects of the game, bro. It ain't necessarily just hitting them in their chest, telling them come on type shit if you ain't aggressive like that, but it's just kind of like pointing them into the right direction and keeping them locked in for as focus when it comes to different positioning on the court and things of that nature.
You know what, J-Dog? I experienced this a lot, bro. When you barking at niggas on your team on sideline, and you see that certain niggas ain't built like that.
Right.
You feel me? Certain dudes can't lock in on dude woofing at them and stuff like that. So now I got to do all I can to get it done, and that's what KD been doing since Brooklyn days. So, like, I think it's very important for him to reach into the aspect of his mental of being a vocal leader. You know what I'm saying? Because you KD, bro. If you saying something, I'm gonna say heed to it, and you know what I'm saying, present this shit. So I just feel like it might be important for him to come like that, even though he's not that level of a vocal leader. But at the same time, you got to be something, man. With different situations, you have to be something,
bro. I'm gonna tell you, this is kind of like a ironic situation for KD to be in. To be real with you, Fred not here. Everybody to a man that's around the league or not around the league said this is Fred VanVleet's team, bro. KD gonna be the sniper, the killer, but this is Fred VanVleet's team, right? Now coming into this season, bro, KD really can come in and help and show some stuff that he hadn't showed. You feel me? For his leadership, for his getting guys ready to play and having this team ready to compete each game in and out. You feel me? And he was able to get to the championship, or we able to get to the Western Conference with KD being the leader on the court as well as somewhat of a vocal leader. Hey man, that'll help his legacy, bro. Go a long way for his legacy. So I'm just saying he in an ironic position, bro, that could really help his legacy more so than it probably would be if Fred would have been playing with us this year. You feel me? So
him and Udoka.
Yeah, him and them, mate. Yeah, for sure.
Let's not forget them Brooklyn days when Kyrie and Harden was hurt. He damn near he was a toe away from the championship.
He told me, yeah, that real talk. So I think KD can, man, Green. I think he can do it, bro. KD sell himself short, bro. I'll let him. I ain't no leader. We know you're a hooper, KD. You don't like drama, but see, you come to a team that's really not a drama-filled team. You come to a young, hungry team that want to win, and you got a bunch of dogs around you, bro. I think this team prototype for KD, bro. I think his voice will be appreciated on this squad, and he gonna probably find solace in talking to these young guys because they want to win. They hungry for winning, and he got a coach that's gonna back him at every step, bro. This is perfect for him, bro. It's perfect for KD.
I agree. We're gonna find out.
All right, I got one question for the panel. Do y'all still got the same championship like aspirations that y'all had with Fred still here, or is it? Because when I first came in, I remember I came in last stream when the Fred VanVleet injury first happened. I had originally said
I was kind of when everything was getting put together, DFS KD, I'm like, oh yeah, this championship contention with Fred VanVleet gone. I said probably second round exit to maybe conference finals. Are y'all still thinking with Fred VanVleet, without Fred VanVleet, we championship contenders right now?
I think next year.
I say yeah. You got to
I
be with
think next
KD.
year.
You got to be. I think you got to be.
No, well, I think next year we in a championship. This year we still second, third round. I think it'll be a storybook ending, a happy ending with a championship next year with Fred VanVleet coming back and then Reed Sheppard improving.
I still think they believe they can win it. They can get one this year, bro, without Fred, bro.
They got to
No,
believe
I wouldn't be mad about it. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be. I'm talking about for me.
that. They got to believe that.
Yeah.
And they got to go after it too. They got to go after because you just at this stage and what you're paying KD and knowing that he wants this extension too, you have to. You got to. KD is not going to just waste these years for you to develop. He didn't come to Houston for these last 2 or 3 years that he gonna play or 4 years he gonna play for y'all to use half of them trying to develop players. He came here to win. So you gonna jack him up if he starts to think that Houston is no Fred VanVleet. Well, we gonna have to wait another couple. That ain't now. You finna have a problem with your main player. You gonna have a major problem with KD, and he's probably not gonna want to stick around and stay. And remember, y'all don't have him locked up yet. He ain't locked up yet. So,
and I don't think KD has a. Go ahead, Vic.
My bad. Now I was speaking for me. I wasn't speaking for the team. So my bad if I answered the question wrong.
You mean just like as a fan with this fan?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, because I asked everybody on the panel, what do you personally feel? Like, do y'all feel that we championship contenders or not?
Oh yeah, I already said it, but if we talking about what the team want, what Timothy Fertitta want, what Ime Udoka want, like, you don't make these moves if you ain't going for the gusto, if you ain't trying to make no championship moves. Like this injury with Fred VanVleet could happen in mid-season. So you have to prepare for the worst. You know what I'm saying? You have to pray for
That's the part I
for
don't
the
like.
best, but be prepared for the worst.
Greenleaf, that's the part I don't like. Y'all saw how totally different your team was last year in that small sample size when Fred went down, and you didn't do nothing to address that. That's the part I didn't like about it. I know you got KD, you did all of that. I love that part.
But Elder, they might be believing in these Sheppard's
You're right. You're right. They could be believing in the guys that they got. Upside. You're right about that. They could be believing in the guys they got. We should get to see it.
People is mad at the fact that I don't understand why people are mad at the fact that if we throw Sheppard out there in the start lineup or having significant playing time or his production in general overall be produced more. I don't see why people have a problem with that because that's what we drafted him for. They made the pick for him, and at the same time, he in a position where he gets the opportunity to really show and improve what he's capable of. You still have a good roster. He's not in a losing situation. You're in in the middle of the pack type of situation right now because you don't know what the team is without Fred yet. So
you should be competing with this team. You got let's do if you do that route. You got a number 2 pick in Kevin Durant. When was Amon? Was he 4th?
He was a 4th pick.
You got a 4th in Amon. You got a 3rd in Reed Sheppard. You got a 3rd in Jabari and a 17. And you got pretty much lottery picks starting for you. You gotta compete. You gotta compete. You gotta compete with that team.
I said,
go ahead,
Trey, I said it, early on yesterday, and not yesterday, but the last stream and this stream that as far as my championship hopes, like if Reed Sheppard becomes something different that I expect him to be, and I'm just saying like he's not ready yet type of shit. So if he is ready to prove that shit and show that opportunity, then cool, we're a different team along with Ahmed Thompson. I know Thompson is capable of as well. But the championship pedigree, the leadership, people that a guy that's talking to you, somebody that changed the whole organization, not just with the Rockets, but with the Toronto Raptors. They won 48 games with Fred VanVleet when everybody was traded, and 41 games, keeping them alive, just like he did with us. And with that being gone, with that being missing, I think we took a step back because I believe that Kevin Durant has some, inspirations of playing with a point guard or a leader like Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? Along with Ime Udoka, along with the young guys. So there's just it does hurt us, But at the same time, I'm not saying like we can't be a juggernaut as far as like the electricity that we're gonna bring in a regular season. We still gonna win high caliber games. We still gonna, you know what I'm saying, compete. But at the same time, it's not the end all be all with Fred VanVleet. But you still have to replace that leadership. You still have to replace all the factors that Fred VanVleet brings, you know, or to that degree. That's why I was high on the Derek Whites or the Drew Holiday trades, if that may be, if Reed Sheppard don't work out. But I'm still intact with what we have to do first, and that's build through what we have. You know, so no championship
100.
aspiration. Anything goes. We didn't think that Minnesota Timberwolves, you know what I'm saying, was gonna go to 2 Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years with trades and everything like that. Once you get a little taste of blood, you become a different player. You become a different team. So we don't know what this team is capable of, but at the same time, it was a reverse psychology. You know what I'm saying? It's ready or not, nigga. Here I come.
I agree with everything you just said.
Here
But
I come.
You can't hide.
What I
You
was
can't
thinking when the
hide.
season first, what I was thinking when the season first started is like, okay, OKC number 1, they the reigning champions, and they pretty much got the same team.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was looking at like Denver, Houston, like 1A, 1B. With the Fred thing, I think we can go down. Like we're gonna drop down like 1 or 2 spots, like to 3 or 4. Like we still gonna be. I'm not expecting us to be trash. We still gonna be top contenders in the West for sure. But we not, in my personal opinion, we not like when Fred VanVleet was what it was like that second
Yeah,
A,
they
B,
was
whatever.
overruling us over OKC. We have them game 1 of the season.
Yeah, I seen the
Out of
odds they
the
had us as the
whole
championship
NBA. That's
contenders
the
and all
first
that.
game you're gonna see in the NBA seasons. OKC and the Houston Rockets.
Yep, and we gonna see like I said, we're not gonna be trash. We still gonna be top contenders, but we just gonna if everything goes right. Like I said, a man is that dude, and Reed still got to show and tell. And I really hope he do. I hope he come in here and shut me up, and he just what they was calling him Cocaine Curry. I hope he turn into that for real, like, and just shut me up, and we still in that 2A 2B spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we just gotta see. We just gotta see.
Nah, we gonna see it, man. We
Hey,
gonna see
I'm
something.
finna hold Shea. Who that shooting guard is? Caruso over there? Who played it? Who played it to
Is it
OKC?
No,
what's
Casey
the fire
Wallace.
hydrant? What's the fire hydrant, Elder? What's
The
that
fire
nigga?
hydrant. What do you mean?
The defensive stopper, the dude that don't move.
Oh, Lou Dort.
Lou Dort, yeah, Lou Dort.
Yeah, he plays.
That's who Reed gonna be
Lou
holding.
Dort.
He plays like the 3, really, even though he's shorter.
Oh,
He
he's
plays,
3. I thought he was.
Jalen Williams played 3 though.
yeah, Jalen does. I think that Dort coming off the bench now too, ain't he?
Is
Who
he?
they starting?
No. Caruso coming off the
It
bench,
was
right?
either Dort or Caruso, one of them.
Yeah, they got
Shea
3 guard. They got a
J.
3 guard.
Williams.
They got a 3 guard. Yeah.
Lou Dort, Shea J. Williams, Lou Dort. You have either
Carson
Chet at
Wallace
4 or 5.
Wallace starts for them.
Was it Carson Wallace?
Yeah, he starts for them.
Wallace.
Casey Wallace. Yeah, he
Casey
starts.
Wallace.
I
Then
think they
Holmgren.
switched it up a lot too. I think they switched up their shit a lot too. You know,
Yeah, they do because the
It's
center they
Dort.
picked
I'm
up
telling you, Dort is
get
the one
hurt.
that moved to the bench. They moved Dort because old boy is playing 3, and then you got Chet at the 4. And
They
old
brought
boy
that center in. Yeah,
but a lot of them got a lot of starts because Chet. Remember, Chet was hurt most of the damn year.
Right. Harstein had to step up. Harstein got hurt for a little bit. I mean, man, hey, salute to OKC, man. They deal with injuries. They deal with growth. You know what I'm saying? Like they deal with it all, bro.
Everything, bro.
They deal with everything.
They got out the mud. They got out the mud, bro. You gotta respect them, boy.
Yeah, respect that. I respect that.
And Elder want to come up here. You comparing you? Remember last year? You ain't on no. You ain't trying to get on it. I'm like, man, bro. I see it, Elder. We can be on that, bro. Cause I'm right behind their tail. You know what I'm saying? I'm right behind their tail. Them the teams that I'm looking at as far as like in-house talent, growth. Shea was the only one that got traded there. Everybody else came through the draft.
You got a couple other guys that was traded there.
Well, you know, Harstein and
Caruso. They got a couple other guys that were traded. Yeah.
But that's the thing that that I like that the Rockets trying to do. Bringing in vets and bringing, you know what I'm saying, for the core that you have. For the core that you have. So, hey, I don't know, fellas. It's gonna be a tough season, man. It's gonna be a tough season as far as like what we have internally. Is Reed Sheppard yet ready, or is Thompson ready to be it all? They say he's the guy, max talent level player. We're gonna pay him with what it is. So we shall see, man. We shall see. Game 1.
I think it's time. This is you're here, and the way it's set up, I don't think you got many options because the few guys you can trade right now, you're not trading. You're not doing a deal with those dudes. So it's up to the 15th, then when everybody becomes available. And
real talk.
Hey, J-Dog, is Reed Sheppard ready?
Probably not day 1, but I think he will be this season. Yeah,
he will be.
People were saying he was scared. Like,
he ain't ready. You better get ready.
At the end of the season, I didn't see him playing scared at the end of the season.
No, not at the end of the season. No, not at the end of the season. No,
he wasn't playing scared. You put him from training camp now. Like, think about it. They're still in training camp, y'all. Old boy went down. Somebody been starting. Somebody done had to get in that role.
Yeah.
Somebody's had to. I wonder if it's been Reed Sheppard and the level of confidence that the guys are going to pour into him in that role, whoever that person's going to be. It just don't make no sense to me if they go a different route. Unless Reed is just totally horrible and the offense, you know what I mean? Like I don't see how that can happen. Man, Kason, let me go look. Because I could
Fertitta believe in it. Tim and Fertitta believe in it.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll find out on media day what they've been doing.
Tim Fertitta came out and said he believed in it, bro. So, hey man, look, I believe he ready. With this team he got around him, bro, I think he could play his role, bro. I mean, to answer your question truthfully, I think he ready for a role that he could excel in on this squad. Yeah. You know
I think that team, J-Dog, he ain't got to be the main focus. If he's the main focus,
right. He gonna be the fifth. He gonna be the fifth option, bro. He gonna be the fifth option on this team, bro.
If I'm Houston, I'm trying to put a stupid package together to steal Case and Wallace from because everybody can't get paid over there. Not
in the contract.
Now that they have paid all these guys already and they're already under contract, two guys gonna be left out. Have to be. You just don't have no money to pay them. You don't. And I think it's going to probably be Case and Wiles, and it's going to end up being maybe a Lou Dort. No, I know it's going to be. I think it's Hartenstein, y'all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, it's going to be the veterans, bro. I think Caruso going to also be one that let go.
Yeah,
Caruso, Lou
but
Dort.
These young guys still going to want big money, like Wiggins and Wallace, and these dudes going to want big money. Big money.
I think they said they expected Hartenstein to be like a 1-year rental. That worked out for him, though.
Yeah. And but they paid him. I think he was on a 3-year deal.
Oh, they did.
After this year, that's that third year. So I think they're gonna mess around and try to move him because that's a lot of money. He making $29 million, y'all. Yeah, he making $29 million. Yeah. For those that care, because somebody in the chat said Casey Wallace don't start. He started 43 games for them last year, and most of them was towards the end of the year. He moved into the starting lineup. He started 43 games, so half the games last year, Casey Wallace started, and he averaged 28 minutes a game. So he's a starter for this team. And during the playoff time, that booger was starting. Casey Wallace was in that starting lineup, y'all. That boy can play deep. He hit big shots. I like him a lot. I mean, that's the kind of guy I'm coming in to try to steal if OKC realizes they can't pay him. Because somebody got to go. Somebody's going to have to go. You can't pay everybody max deal. You can't pay 3 guys the max and then have 2 other guys making 30. It don't work like that, y'all. It don't.
So what year is this for him, Elder?
This gonna be third. Yeah, he going into his 3rd year. So you got to make a decision on that guy. You see what I'm saying? At the end of this year, you got to make a decision. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at situations like that, and I'm trying to get in and steal, and I'm using my assets for a guy to me that has already proven himself. He's proven he gonna step up on a championship level. You see what I'm saying? That's the guy I make a calculated risk for and say, man, you gave up. Yeah. Let's see now. Because he done proved to me he could slide right in that spot with Armand and be perfect. I already know them two would be, that would be a ridiculous defensive backcourt if you got Armand Thompson and Casey Wallace back there, bro. Oh my God. So that's what I'm doing. If I feel like I have to do something, if I feel like Reed ain't the guy, I can't do. Now I got to see who can I get, who can I steal from somebody, who can I poach from somebody, and make it worth their while to give them to me. Because you have to overpay up front to get it in the back end.
Hey, you said something last stream that I don't disagree with when you said to bring in what's that dude Mitchell from Toronto.
Davion Mitchell from
Miami.
For
Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
Again, you can't replace the intangibles of Fred VanVleet. So get the things that like Fred struggled at shooting. Get a guy that may be able to knock a shot down. I think the biggest thing you need to do is replace his defense. If you can replace his defense, I think the other guys can make up as a team for the intangibles. Amon can make up some of it. Jabari can make up some of the intangibles. He can. But get somebody that can play defense. If you don't have on your team, get a defender to come in there and keep that culture going to help.
Hey, what's that boy name that played at U of H, man? Play at Toronto. Was it Shed?
Yeah, Jamal Shed.
Yeah, he nice too.
Yeah, he nice. But shit, he under contract, eh?
It don't matter if you can trade for him. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I think y'all prefer a guy under contract because you ain't got no money to sign nobody. You got 1.2 million. That's more than the minimum. I mean, that's less than the minimum. So you ain't got no money to sign nobody. So trade for. But my thing is, you're gonna have this evaluation period where everybody got to step up in their role, right? Everybody gets to move up. If you was getting no minutes, now you're possibly in a rotation. If you're a rotation guy, you could possibly be a starter. You see what I'm saying? Let them step up. Let's see who can handle it. If they can't, now I know I don't have a future with this guy. Let me move him to a team that can use him better and get some in that I know will work. And then use my draft picks and stuff to entice a team. See, I give up a Phoenix draft pick because I know those are valuable. Phoenix going to suck. Somebody going Jalen Green. I saw that thing, Jalen Green. We're going to surprise him. You're going to surprise somebody and be 15th in the West. That's what you're going to surprise. We thought you were going to be 12th. You're going to be 15th. That's what the surprise is going to be. The book's going to suck over there in Phoenix. You ain't fooling nobody. Yeah, they're going to be 15th. That's the surprise that Phoenix is going to have for everybody. They're going to be the worst team in the West. But that's what you use your assets for that. Get somebody like that. And I'm telling you, I think Case and Wallace can be poached, y'all. I really do. Him or Aaron Wiggins. I'll poach either one of them dudes from their team. Both of them dudes are good. They're very good, y'all.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. We
hear you, Green.
Okay, bet. Elder.
Yeah.
Hey, Elder, what you think? Like, I know you ain't gonna troll, you know what I'm saying? You ask a legitimate question. What do you see the Rockets sitting right now if we, 30 games in right now, in this new season?
I still think, because, like, honestly, to me, OKC still the cream of the crop in the league, not just the West, in the league. I do think Denver made significant upgrades. First, I was trying to downplay that. I started really processing y'all thinking about it. Denver gonna be a problem. Denver gonna be a major problem. They're gonna be a major problem. And so I got y'all literally between 3 and 8 because people don't understand. Between 3 and 8, that could be one game, maybe 2 to separate y'all. So y'all still a 50-win team. Y'all still a high contention playoff. Y'all not even though 8 is what do you call that? Play-in. Y'all not a play-in team. I'm not. When I say 8, I'm talking about the final 8. So y'all are a playoff team. Y'all right in the mix still, even without Fred VanVleet, in my opinion. And like this past year, 2 and 8, there was 4 games difference between y'all and what's their name? Minnesota. It wasn't much difference. When Lakers was we were third. We were third.
Yeah, we were third seed.
Yeah, we were third seed. So, but
they were like, they won 50 games.
Yeah, the 6 and 7 seed advanced last year though. So you see what I'm saying? There ain't no difference to me in those teams competing on that level. Again, luck comes into play, health, all this stuff. Y'all still in the mix to me, and that's why I say you got to go for it. Put these guys in there early so that you got plenty of time to make up. If say you lose 4 or 5 games that you don't want to lose, and you're only 3 games over 500. You're 13 or 14 and 10, and you wish you were 20 and 4. You know what I'm saying? You got time to make it up, but at least you get to see them in a quality situations if they can adjust and step up. You at least get to see it and not have to speculate like a lot of it has been. See, I saw it with Jalen Green, and guess what he did? He proved me right. because I saw it for 4 years. I'm serious. I saw it for 4 years. He proved to me who he was. Y'all just don't want to believe it because he hadn't been in the playoffs yet. And I'm like, bro,
All right, nigga. All right, nigga. All right.
No.
I'm saying if he can't do this in the regular, he ain't gonna do it in the playoffs. And I knew that. I knew it, man. So now Reed, I ain't seen it.
Boy, it'll be uppercut like a motherfucker, bro.
Keeping it, man. Keeping it, bro. Keeping it. So, but no, I still got y'all right there in the mix, and I know as a fan, you can't sit here and say, man, we can't win with this team, not a chip. But I think as an organization, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep.
Yeah, you have to keep that mentality. You
Yes.
don't, like you said, like you don't make a move for KD
You
for
will
no
wreck
reason.
your whole team if they don't believe that you believe y'all can win. It could tear.
Right. I mean, but because when you look at it, I think I feel like my mic ain't bugging, is it?
No, you good. You good.
Okay. So when you look at it, okay, 52 wins last year. He was inconsistent as far as like percentage from all across the boards. He was a bad 3-point shooting team. He was a bad offensive team. He was bad at all those things offensively. You know, the defense held those up. So when you look at the offense this year, yes, Fred VanVleet is not out there to, you know, set up the shop, set up the plays and stuff like that. But you have some guys that, you know, not necessarily are supposed to be put in the forefront. So you still have those pieces that's supposed to be productive pieces, whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, it's just, you know, you have to be a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With or without KD.
I agree. And one guy in there saying, Patriots said, well, is that a joke? We are top 3 in the West. Well, I don't know that now. I don't know that. That's why I said between 3. I don't think you're top 2, definitely. I think the way it sits now, I believe OKC and I definitely believe Denver are better than y'all. Just right
No,
now.
it's gonna be some hiccups. It's gonna be if you don't feel like it's gonna be some hiccups, it's gonna be some type of, you know,
That's why I
chemistry,
said it's a
camaraderie
range. You can
going
be
on.
anywhere from 3 to because y'all overachieved in my opinion last year. I did not.
And
I
people ain't gonna have no Elder,
good.
these organizations ain't gonna have no sympathy for us.
Hell
They
no.
wanna
Y'all was
beat
2 in
us.
the
They
West, so
wanna be better than us.
They coming. Hey, y'all could. Here's the thing, though. Y'all could do what Minnesota did. Remember, they were 2 and 3,
6, 7 years, 7 seed, yep.
and then fell to the 7 seed, but then advanced further. They did. You could have that same kind of season. You could. You don't have to win more games to be a better team, y'all. You don't. This is the West we're talking about. You don't. You could literally win 48 games. Would you rather? Let me ask you this: would you rather go from 52 to 60 wins, but then get put out in the first round, or go from 52 to 48 wins, but make it to the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah. I'm with that. I'm with that. Like that's why. But Elder, that's what I said first. I don't give a fuck about the wins regardless. Even when Fred was out there, you know, we don't know what team we was gonna be regardless. You know, we could have been a 4th seed. So if we would have made it past the second round or first round, I'm still happy about it. I don't give a damn if we won 60 games. I don't care about none of that this year.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I don't think the seeding or the games, the number of wins should matter to y'all. Get the team in the position, get the growth that you need, and then when the playoffs come, be healthy and be ready.
Elder, to your point, remember OKC, they could have tried to make a historic run for that, like a top winning record, but they decided to focus on the playoffs, and they end up winning the chips.
Who?
OKC. Remember, because they had a chance, they could have made history with their record, but the coach said he wasn't worried about that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. I told you 2 years ago that I was worried about OKC. Remember, I said I'm scared of them. I said that.
No, you said it.
I'm even more afraid. Do you know why? OKC won 68 games last year, y'all. Y'all need to go look and see the amount of games their stars missed, y'all.
Yeah,
you don't have that kind of season when your number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 best players miss the games that they missed. And these dudes still pulled off 68 wins in the Western Conference.
With Chet missing a handful with a big significant amount of time.
Williams missed a month.
Yeah, even Shea missed some big games.
Them dudes missed
Hardstyle missed a ton of games.
Missed a ton of games. Bro, these guys missed a ton of games and still won in the West. I'm telling you, I'm afraid of this team, bro. That's why
I'm trying to pull this reverse psychology on my Rockets fans that be listening, man.
They is your biggest worry, in my opinion. They're the ones that can stop y'all from advancing because you just may not be able to get over that hump.
Do you think they're gonna go for a win record this year? Like try and be up there with Bulls and Golden State?
Yes. Do you know why? Them niggas was 4 games from it last year.
Yeah, that's scary.
Just get healthy. These dudes got all their money. That now what you gonna have to deal with?
What if they win 72 and lose like Golden State did though?
That sucks. That sucks. That means nothing. Nobody thinks about Golden State team. We still think about the Bulls. We don't even think about it.
What's that? What's that?
Hey, that's a fair. Hey, that's a bomb right there, dude.
Yeah, you gotta win, bro. You got to win.
What that meme say, Green? 72-10 got a ring to it.
Real talk,
I'll tell you this right now. I'm very afraid of them, bro. I'm very afraid of OKC. Only thing that we don't know, will there be guys complacent? Because here's the thing, you won, so there's a little, you breathe. But then they didn't only win, they just got paid too, y'all. They got the guaranteed money. Will you still have that same fire? Will you still have that same fervor?
Are you?
I don't know that. That's what I don't know for OKC. That's the only.
And we seen a team like that, not necessarily younger. I mean, not necessarily the same age as them. That's Boston. They were young. They won a championship with role players and max players. They got signed after their championship.
Yep.
So, do you still have that hunger? And I feel like they still do. You feel me? They want to prove that there's no new dynasty. There's no back-to-back championship champion in this 2019 to 20 going to 2029. You know what I'm saying? In 10 years, there's no solidified, back-to-back champion. So they might be a young team that want to prove that. You feel me? And I think that we could have been one of them teams that's in a way with Fred VanVleet. Not saying that we still can't be with the growth and development. Whoop the whoop. I don't need to keep making no disclaimer on that bullshit. But at the same time, y'all know what I'm saying. Shit. Okay, she's still right there. Cause after us, Denver, Lakers, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Dallas gonna be really there. They're gonna be competing, but I don't think they're gonna be somebody you could be scared of with no rookie Cooper flag. But Denver, I think Lakers gonna be scary. That's just my personal opinion. And I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the situation with the Clippers gonna be, but
they're gonna be a dumpster
this
fire.
is my off the court shit.
They're gonna be a dumpster fire like that. They got too many. They're gonna be
too many distractions.
I'm not concerned about them at all. They're gonna be just too distracted. Stuff gonna be coming out. The Lakers, I would be concerned with the Lakers because they got a team full of guys that are pretty much on 1-year deals. So they're proving themselves, and they got a lot of talent around them to prove themselves. So the Lakers are the type of team that I wouldn't take lightly, because guys, when they want that money, bro, you get their best. You gonna get their best out of them, and they got a bunch of guys, like 5-6 guys that need to get paid. From Ayton to Larabia to all these dudes need to get paid. Austin Reeves, he's trying to get paid. Think about it. LeBron trying to get paid. All these dudes trying to get paid. Only one got this money is Luka. He the only dude secure on that team. That's a dangerous team. When guys need that bread, they can be dangerous. So the West is San Antonio got so much to prove. So young. Wemby was hurt. Man, I'm telling you. Portland. You know what they're saying up in Portland right now, y'all? We finna shock boogers. We finna be this is what Portland think. I'm telling you what.
I think, hey, Elder, I ain't gonna lie, Elder. I think Portland might be fuck around with the 8-9 spot. You know what I'm saying? Playoff. I think that's their ceiling.
Greenleaf, this is what they think. They think they're gonna be the Detroit of the West. They think they're gonna be a top 6. They think they got enough talent up there to get in the top 6 this year.
That's crazy.
They believe that. Now here's the thing though. Say they come up a little short. Now they were Greenleaf said. They still in the play-in.
And they got Lillard coming next year.
And they got, So, bro, the West is finna be sick, bro. It's finna
and then they don't understand, Pastor, that Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday impact is different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Majorly different.
And Drew Holiday, if he going out there and lacing up them shoes and putting that jersey on for Portland like he didn't want to do, he wanted a championship. So I think he knows what his situation is. He gonna be an impactful player for Portland, so I ain't sleeping on that.
He gonna be a professional. But I'm just saying, even if Portland flop, y'all, they ain't no pushovers. What I'm saying, that's not no circle easy win. Take a night off, low managed night. You mess around, and do that, and you may get blown out by Portland. There's no easy wins in the West.
Man, I seen us lose back-to-back games against Brooklyn Nets last year. So
Phoenix is gonna
I'm
be
gonna
on
wear
easy.
all that. I'm gonna wear all that pass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wear all
Phoenix
that.
is
We was
Phoenix,
0-6 without Fred VanVleet, and niggas wanted us to
Brooklyn
believe
beat
like it's
y'all
gonna be an
twice.
easy slate with like, come on, man. Like Fred was that important, was that impactful, man.
Hey, I do like what the brother Archon March said. He said he was talking back to Patron. He said,
Hold
like,
on, let
hey,
me get the check.
he agree, but he said he loves Fred, but he has been training wheel / pacifier that they need to get off of. And I think that's a true statement. I think it is.
Okay.
He has been like training wheels for y'all and a pacifier. And these guys got to grow, bro. And the only way they're going to do it is by putting them in the fire. You got to put them in the fire. Now they're forced to. So I agree.
They forced to do that. They forced to do that. But at the same time, this dude still is a number 3 pick, Pastor. I don't give a damn if it was a weak draft or not.
There you
They
go.
chose this dude.
Yes.
So you have to put him out there and produce and learn from mistakes. Like Ime Udoka has to, he can't bench him like he used to. He had the luxury of Fred VanVleet and Aaron Holiday and Ahmed Thompson to take certain roles that Reed Sheppard was not there yet. But now with Ime Udoka, and I want to talk about, now matter of fact, we can elaborate on that on another stream by Ime Udoka alone as far as his coaching going into before, media day. But Ime Udoka has to implement some things and switch up the whole offense, switch up this whole repertoire of the team. Your coaching ain't there on the court no more. You know what I'm saying? The way he can dump the ball down to LP, the pick and roll game. They was the best pick and roll on the team, Elder.
Yeah.
Fred VanVleet and Al Sengun. That's missing. That won you a ton of games, bro.
Yeah, I think
so. You can't. Yeah,
I think it can, because I think Reed Sheppard can be a good pick and roll player. I think Ahmad Thompson, because of his athletic freakness, can be a great pick and roll player. You got to have some offensive identity, though. You got to have some creativity on that offense, and that's a bigger question for me than even the players, y'all. Because most players are very good. You're not making a
the
league.
Offensive repertoire.
Yeah, I need to know that you can put you can get somebody on that staff that can see these talents and come up with an offense that accentuates these talents. I don't know if y'all got that. That's going to be an even bigger thing for me than the players stepping up, because the players can play. That's why they're in the league. These dudes are good. They're in the league because they can play, y'all.
You have to put them in positions to win. You know what I'm saying? Your players. You know what works for you as the coaching staff, and we ain't make no difference in the coaching staff. So they gotta make something new.
Yeah, y'all ain't got no Bronny James on y'all team. Y'all ain't got nobody that's here and ain't supposed to be. All these guys have earned the NBA spot that's on y'all team. Let them go out there and put that work in.
Facts.
I'm excited.
But hey fellas, we still got over 65, 70 people in the building. We close to 3.5 hours strong on the stream. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna close it down, man. I don't want our information to get overblown, man. I want people to go back and listen to what we're saying and the information that we drop. So that being said, hey Vic, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey Vic, what you got on the stream? What you got on the Houston Rockets going forward? Close to media day, bro.
Hey man, good stream as always, man. I look forward to the next one. I look forward also to media day to figure out, or to see how these players' mindset is, going into what's that preseason. So I'm waiting patiently for that, but I'm ready for some Rockets basketball, man. Good stream, fellas. Love hearing y'all points, and I'm laying right there, man. Y'all boys be safe.
Salute. You there, Greenlee?
I think he on mute.
Greenlee, you on mute, brother. You don't know. He must be doing something. He thought it was going to roll for a little bit longer.
I'll just say my little out real quick so y'all can too. Pretty much same thing he said. I always get to enjoy chopping it up with y'all. Definitely you, Elder J Dog Green, hearing all the knowledge y'all always provide and learning something new every stream. So I just appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate Green giving us a chance to kind of give our grievances and even come up with solutions to the issue. So I appreciate y'all fellas. I'm out.
Salute, my brother. Appreciate you.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, my bad, fellas. My bad. Hey, salute to you, Vic. Salute to you, DJ Generation, man. Salute to y'all for keeping it going, keeping it moving. But I heard everything y'all said. I was just trying to get my connection back on different devices. But yes, sir. Hey, salute to y'all, man. You know, to the next stream. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it kicked off. DJ just went. Elder, what you got, Pastor? What you got, Pastor?
I'm excited about the season coming up, man. And I will jump on what DJ said about the platform. I think you got the best Houston Rocket platform.
Salute.
Nobody even close. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't be over here rocking with y'all. I love the fire. I love the passion from the Rockets fans over here. All of us as in fans can come a little delusional at times, but I really like the passion that y'all have, the love y'all have for y'all team. And I really like that. And it's rare today. You know why I like it? I'm gonna tell you real quick.
Thanks, man.
It's because most of the league has turned, most of the sport has turned into watching individuals. Y'all are Rocket fans. Whoever got that jersey on, you cheer for. And I'm with that. I can support that because I'm a fan of the league. I'm a fan of my team. And I support the players. You see what I'm saying? I support the players. I will never put the player over the team nor the team over the league because you need it all to work. And I hate the way that these individuals get credit more than the team, more than the league. And so that's one of the reasons why I love rocking with y'all. But I'm very excited about the West this year. I think every team in the West, besides Phoenix, can smack you in the mouth on any given night. I really do. And I like that parity. I like when teams can compete and we can get good games. So I'm looking forward to it. Keep doing what you're doing, Greenleaf, and you already know I'm support you.
Yes, sir. I already know Bell's behind the scenes, in the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Along with J-Dog, he up next, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both support me behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a question, something that I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, iron sharp as iron, man. That's why I love when Pastor around, I love when all y'all guys around supporting the channel, and we just chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to call each other out. We just hearing, you know what I'm saying, what we have to say. So, salute to y'all. Salute to Pastor J-Dog. What you got, J-Dog?
What up, man?
Bro.
Hey, man,
Okay,
salute, man.
there you go. J-Dog, yeah, what's up?
Can you hear me? I mean, it's gonna be a little background now. I'm gonna try to go quick, bro. I am in the back of this truck, though. All right, boy, check this out, man. Hello?
Yeah.
Really?
I can hear you, dog. I can hear you.
Okay, all right, cool. Hey, but yeah, man, salute to y'all, man. I echo everything Elder just said, man. Love the platform, man. I always tell you, Green, bro, I love the way you handle yourself, man, on these streams. And, you know, and this the number one Rocket channel, bro. Number one YouTube channel for me. You feel me? I'm rocking with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, whatever I could do to be supportive, bro. I'm going to do that for my brother. You know what I'm saying? I support each and everybody on this stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but to the Rockets, bro. Hey, man, I'm waiting for these guys, man, to show the opportunity that they've been given, show that they ready, bro, or not. I'm ready to see. You feel me? I'm ready to see, bro. I really believe, you know, that we draft well. I really believe that these guys, they going this season believing in the guys that they got, and I believe they think they can make moves. I ain't talking about transaction. I'm talking about in the West, bro, with this team as it's constructed. So I'm just excited to see basketball this year. Zion, like he coming to shape. He moving hella good. He look good.
Man.
He look good, bro. I'm talking about moving on defense. Zion don't even look the same, bro. He's like a different player out there, bro. So I want to see him on the court real time, man. You know, good health. You know, blessed for good health, of course. But man, I'm just ready for this season to start, bro. I think these guys got an opportunity to really show what they got long term. Talk about Armand and really the whole squad, the young core, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm anxious, Green. I really believe it. I believe it's gonna be better than what people really think, bro. You know, the more that I sit back and pay attention to who we draft, and the elder said something that I really ain't paid attention, that I hadn't really been looking at because we've been so close to the situation. Damn, our whole starting lineup his lottery pick, except LP, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I never really looked at it like that, bro. And so with that being said, we definitely got enough talent to get past this injury. The intangibles, like Elder said, when it come with Fred, you know, different people going to step up to kind of bridge that gap, you know, leadership and things like that. KD might have to do a few more things outside of what he normally do for his speaking and saying certain things when it's time to say certain things. But other than that, bro, we got the talent to get it done, bro. And I just look forward to the season, man. Bless y'all, bro. Much love to the platform, much love to the chat, and much love to the panel, bro. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute. Hey, salute to Trey that came through. Salute to Mr. Mars. Salute to Mayu. Salute to Red Blogger. Hey, man. Y'all check him out too, man. You know what I'm saying? We dropping some rocket content. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shy for shouting out dudes in the community at all. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I want all of us to eat. But at the end of the day, man, salute to Pastor, salute to Vic, salute to J-Dog, salute to DJ Generation. For sure, salute to that. Salute to all my members, new members of the channel. Salute to, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that donate to the Cash App as well. It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive. We out your family. Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.